spoon, you ain't know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, moreover, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what's happening in the ministry, to spoon.
Today we are here basically to gather the views of marketers, specifically those selling rice retail, to know exactly what the price of rice is. Following the pronouncement from the Ministry of Commerce, the reduction in the price of rice by 25 cents. Of course, 25 cents was reduced or removed from the price of rice by
about this.
Hello? Okay.
Yes.
So what?
We leave office. Okay. We used to buy this river.
You mean this particular rice?
Yes.
This is the what? The Busawa rice?
Yes.
Okay.
We used to buy it. They have there for 3,000. Go for in the seed and raise it up to what? 3,000.
Wow. So you used to buy the rice for?
We used to buy
300.
Yes.
But now how much you buy?
3,000.
Right.
Definitely.
So when you started experiencing this increase in the price of rice?
Yeah, that's it for life.
But are you aware that the Ministry of Commerce came up with some pronouncement about removing 25 cents on the price of rice?
What is it? Well, what? They use to the 50 to 60 bed.
Okay.
They use additional fat and also low A.
Okay.
For certain time, the people. Yes, we are using 2 cups on the rest now. Okay. Yeah. This one is, we said it $160. We said it $150.
But they won't looking longer now. How can you say they want $50? You say they show one for $60?
Yes, there is the big cup. And there is the small cup.
So the big cup that's $60.
$60.
And the small cup
$50.
What you call looking show? Let me see. Let me hold the call. Let me see. So that is $50 here.
Yes.
I want to know you will call before your family.
Yeah, it depends. The amount of immobility you get to your house. Maybe you may have 5 or 6 cups. But once I mean this cup, 8 cups will go to my house.
Wow. Okay, so now the cup of rice is $50 or $60.
50 and 60.
What's your message to the government?
Yes, my message is that the human being, everybody get a food in the morning now to take a rest. So the more people crying about the price of the rest because we were expecting for the rapper to trap. But the rapper going on in a year ago going on.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you for talking to us. Okay. So we stay here, folks. Spoon TV. We are coming to you live. First of all, how is business for you today?
Our business not bad, boy, is in control.
Okay. So, how much are you buying a 25 kg rice right now?
I'm buying 25 kg rice, $3,500.
$3,500. Are you aware that the Ministry of Commerce came up with some reduction in the price of rice, removing 25 cents?
So they say, but you're not happy yet. So they say, but you're not happy yet. It's still the same. We're still the same.
So the rice price still the same.
Still the same.
So about 1 month ago, the price of rice has it increased or reduced?
It increased.
About 1 month ago.
Yes,
The price of rice increased.
it increased more.
So how much you are buying the price the bag of rice 1 month ago?
It was $3,500, $3,300, but now it's $3,500
So 200 naira on the price of rice in just 1 month.
in 1 month time.
Extra 200 on the price of rice.
Yes.
Wow. So I understand they have different kinds of rice, right?
But all the rice, the American purple rice, the American purple rice, we $90 US for the big day.
Okay.
Yes. For all the rest, the horse, how do you say, Mario, all the rest are $3,500 now.
Wow. So okay, 1 month ago, how much you are selling the cup of rice? Let's see the different kind of cup you have here. Let's see the cup.
This cup of $50.
Yeah, come closer. Let's see the cup. Yeah, cup of $50. You are selling the cup of $50.
Yeah, $50. But now I bought the 3,500. I check it, said 3,400. Second come from LA. So I ended up buying the cup of real for $150 for this cup. I pay for the cup $150. When I sell the rest inside of the only way I can get little things from there, and I get $150 from there.
So the other cup small.
It's smaller and more than this cup.
So you selling a small cup for how much?
$50.
$50.
Yes.
So the big cup, how much?
That's $60 I'm selling the big cup.
Ah.
Yes.
Wow. So after the price of rice increased about 1 month ago, you increase. Did you increase the price of the cup of rice, or you just change the cup so you can get more profit?
I just changed the cup.
So the way you change the cup now, you get more profit.
Yes, I have to get $150 profit from order one day.
Oh, wait. Let me understand this. Yes. For every 3,500 you spend on a bag of rice, how much profit do you get?
$150.
$150.
Wow. Yes.
Wow. So the price of it has increased. The price have not increased, but the cup has changed. So it means that the people who used to buy 3 cup of rice and feed their whole family, now they will have to buy 4 cup of rice.
You have to buy 4 cup of rice or 6 cup of rice. But the only way you can feed your family.
Wow.
And now when you have the 6 or 7, you will know how many cup of rice you buy.
So it means that people got to be careful how they burning and all that kind of thing.
Sure. So you have to reduce the burning or pack the thing small and wait yet until prices can drop.
Wow. But from the look of things, you think the prices will drop?
I really know. But I think prices will drop. I've seen it. They say, well, Christmas will be fine. You see from November 29, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. So they're not telling now. I think I was looking. Yeah,
the way you change your cup, people still buying from you?
Yeah, but I have to buy because you check all what I think of, you see.
Oh, everybody
used to think of. I think sorry for that. You still continue. Okay.
Okay, thank you. You say your name again?
Emmanuel Tijo.
You have any special message you want to look into the camera and say? To the leaders, the commerce ministry.
The government should help all for those that importing the rest or selling the rest in the store. At least let the price change small. When it comes down, will be all for us.
So the way the price increase and you change your cup, when the price comes down, you go back to that.
I go back to the old cup. That's why I keep the old cup. So when it comes down, I go back there.
Okay.
But when it not come down, it will be more than that. Yes.
Okay. So thank you for talking to us here. You say your name again?
Mr. Joe.
Mr. Joe, thank you for talking to us.
All right.
Okay, so folks, we are still here at the, and of course, we are talking to the rice sellers. We're about to talk to a female here. We're about to talk to a female. The price not drop. No, the price they have. Cup reduce the quantity of the rice that the ordinary buyers have been. Folks, we want to make sure. So there are gari. You have the gari here on the market as well. You have the businesswoman is. What you saying? So we want to make sure we speak with some individuals here. I see the businesswoman is getting ready to talk to us. Let's move in here. The guys have said that the 25 kg rice is sold for 3,500. How true is that? How are you, sir? Okay, so we are from Spoon TV. How much do you sell the 25 kg rice?
3,450.
Oh, you selling your own for how much?
3,450.
3,450.
Yeah.
But some of the people outside there say they buy it for 3,500.
Yeah, it depends the rate. It depends how the rate is. Yeah, the rate is not stable. Some people selling the 3,500, some people selling the 3,450.
So, but what's the actual rate right now? What's the rate?
Some people selling money 195. Some people selling 196.
Okay.
Yes. A fluctuation between the two. Yes. Yes.
So again, so what I'm getting from you is that whether the rest price high or low, it depends on the rate.
On the rate. Yes.
So you think when the rate comes down, the price of rest will
Come down automatically. Automatically, it will come down. Yes.
Okay, thank you for talking to us. We appreciate you, man. What's your name, sir?
My name is Ishmael Jallo.
Oh, Ishmael, thank you for talking to us, man.
This is not the first time winning a war. In every field that I've been to or that I went through, that I won a war, I think it's a respect. And I'm happy. I'm a hardworking person. I love to work. And so I'm back home from vacation to do my party work until the party get back to where it's supposed to be.
Mr. President, my name is Jefferson and I go for Liberia's only political blog, Shang
Yeah,
Liberia. Shang Liberia.
Oh, are you?
How is life outside of the presidency?
But before the president said the same life, that's what you see. I have a different life. When I was not president, this life, that what I live, with my family and but again, we have the opportunity now to move around, whether it's our city or the country or just going on a free trip. We have that opportunity now. And to guide our party to the next journey of the party. And now we're ready, to speak about the ills in society and what have you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
And everything we've said here today is not strange, since the fourth session of this Senate. We have spoken about roads, we have had all of the issues about electricity. There's not one thing we've said here that we have not brought on this floor. The only reason why we continue to say it is because we are not taking the action we should take. We have the power to change a lot of what we have explained here today, but are we sincerely ready to take those actions for the changes? I think that's the kind of decision we should be making. Let's ask ourselves, now that we've come back, are we ready? Are we ready to take some actions? To sincerely take actions? If we are ready, then we'll not come here and complain because it's disappointing for us to come here and be whining when we have the power to change most of these things.
We've been on this journey together for a long, long time. And I wanted to thank you for the phone call. And I just wanted to ask you again, why did you want me to come over here when you?
Well, you've been a good friend of Liberia. And I don't see it just as a duty. I see it as a concern for a country that you have interest in and you pursue that. And we believe your concerns are genuine. And so we've opened the door for us to work together. That's why we called you.
Well, Mr. President, I can't tell you how many people worldwide, when they read your speech and you talked about having an office of the War Crimes and Economic Crime Court to facilitate the creation of this tribunal, international tribunal here in Liberia to bring the justice to the people. I heard it from the U.S. My phone blew up, as you can imagine. People said I could not believe, and they were so ecstatic and elated. And since I've been here, I've heard the same thing. So I wanted to thank you again and give you full assurances that we will do everything we can to help you bring justice for the victims of those 250,000 people that were killed during the two civil wars that happened.
Well, Alan, in every country, and especially a country that boasts of independence 176 years. And you know very well that it is because of the impunity, the disrespect and disregard for justice that have created all of heroes in this country. And we believe we have to lay this to rest. Let all the facts be known. Let people who think that they are innocent prove their case so that we can lay this to rest, so that this country can move forward. It's not a wish hunt. It's a matter of testifying to what you know and what you've done, so that forgiveness can be done on the basis of knowledge and truth. And that's what we're talking about.
Well, Mr. President, you have our full commitment to help on to the reconciliation phase, because you're right. When people are walking around and they see impunity and they see people that have never been held to account and self-enrich themselves, it's just it basically rubs it in the face regularly. So the fact that you are stepping up, taking this leadership role, I can tell you so far, the people of Liberia are ecstatic about it, and we're here to help you facilitate this properly, independently, and let the prosecutor follow the evidence where it goes. Not me, not you, wherever the evidence follows, and have it done under international standards, and it'll be done properly, and it'll be done transparently.
I think most of the people that have been involved know that if they were on the other side, they would like the truth to be told about it. So the truth is truth for each and every one that have been either offended. And so we should be happy that this will finally close the chapter of that history that has been haunting us over the years. And that's what we're talking about.
Okay. Well, I personally want to thank you for your courage to do this, because it was not easy, but you started it, and we'll help you bring justice to Liberia once and for all.
Thank you, Alan, for sticking with it. Thanks for all those who've been committed to it. We believe this is going to restore peace, and people are going to move, even those who probably may have been offended, and those who are responsible for whatever, they will know that justice was done and their minds will be cleared. And thank you for your role.
Thank you. And thank you for your time.
Thank
God
you.
bless you. Okay? Thanks.
The African society.
Thanks
So
for
this is not the
watching.
first time
Kindly
we
like,
in every
share,
field
and subscribe
that
for more
I've been to,
updates.
and I went
Keep
to, I
following.
won an award. I think it's a respect, and I'm happy. I'm a hardworking person. I love to work, and so I'm back home from vacation to do my party work until the party get back to where it's supposed to be. Mr. President, my name is Jefferson and I do for Liberia's only political blog, Shang Liberia. Shang Liberia. Oh, are you? How is life after the presidency? But before the presidency, the same life. That's what you see. I have a different life. When I was not president, this life that what I live. With my family and but again, we have the opportunity now to move around. Whether it's our city or the country or just going on a free trip. We have that opportunity now, and to guide our party, to the next journey of the party, and we're ready, to speak about the ills in society and what have you. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
In keeping with Article 25, the sanctity of contracts, all those who have valid tenures who are replaced will be compensated for the unexpired portion of their tenures, in keeping with law. There is a caveat to that. The Code of Conduct in Article 5.1 says all officials appointed by the President of the Republic of Liberia shall not A. engage in political activities, canvass or contest for elected offices, B. use government facilities, equipment, or resources in support of partisan or political activities, and C. serve on a campaign team of any political party or the campaign of any independent candidate. That's the law. The law says you cannot be a tenured official and you actively take part in politics. Serve on a campaign team, dress up in campaign paraphernalia, post all your campaign photos, and do all the other activities, and then still expect your tenure to be respected or expect to be paid if your tenure is taken away. Therefore, we announce that for those individuals who have tenure today, who we have evidence violated the code of conduct, you will be replaced and will not compensate you.
And this is why after we win, we not appoint any unity partisan or government.
Mentioned to ask the legal advisor to the president why he dropped the case against me. I've done nothing. I don't know who this guy is, and he defamed my character for the work that I have done for this country. For the I've served every government that I've come, and I've left a print. But the legal advisor, Bushibe Keita, told the president of the Republic of Liberia, he instructed the Senate court prosecutor to drop the case without my knowledge. I did not drop this case. I want us to go through the legal proceeding. Whatever judgment that come with it, I will settle for it. I am going to the mansion with my supporter, and I'm going there to stay there until I hear from Bushibe Keita why they dropped the case. In the meantime, my case is still standing in the civil court. Criminal cohesion, that's what I said. Menacing, that's what I said. Disorderly conduct, and that's what's my file in the court. And I can prove it. And I ask
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, Stanton with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
Okay, tune to spoon to be part of the discussion. Tune to spoon to get your information, to know what's happening in the ministries, in the agencies, what are Liberians saying, what are the trending issues in the country. This is where Liberians gather to talk about those trending national issues. I'd like to say welcome to the program tonight. It's a great thing to welcome all of you here. It's going to be a great show. This is the late night show, the late night politics on Spoon. This is where we get to talk about the issues happening in Liberia. We come here with diverse views on those trending issues, and regardless of the political view you share, there's always a space here for every single Liberian. Sedition, Unity Party partisans, GDM partisan, or you want to say ANC partisan, yeah, Liberty Party, just wherever you are, whoever you are, there's always a space here for everyone. That's because we're all Liberians. We share something in common, and that thing is the Liberianness in us. No one can take that away from us, and we all want to see our country do better. So, at the end of the day, this space is here for us to express ourselves. So, welcome to the show tonight. My name is Nelson Colette. It's gonna be a great show. Get glued to your radio. Get glued to your TV. Put your phones on. Share the program as you come on. We will sincerely appreciate that. And let's get ready for a show. A very great conversation here tonight. Lots of things to talk about. Yes, and it's going to get heated at some point along the way. But this is the space that is here for just such a purpose. So I'd like to say welcome. Let me bring on the rest of the guys. I see a lot of you joining us here already in the comment section.
across the internet, on Facebook, on YouTube, on yes, just everywhere. Thanks for joining us. I want to welcome all of you. We're going to officially welcome everyone on here. But let me go ahead and bring the guys. I bring in our co-moderator, Morba Zokia, the guy who took Touré's photo and sent it to me, shared it with me, said he was cooking some peanut butter soup, not knowing Touré had previously communicated with me. Morba, it's good to have you on the show, man. Welcome.
Thank you, Nelson. Thank you. And how was your day today, brother?
Yeah, I think one day was okay, brother.
And I saw you, I was watching you, and I was like, wow, my brother working very hard, man. Going on the street, questioning people, asking people questions about the economics, how things work, the rice spread, the gasoline, yeah, that's very cool.
But what do you think about the economy, the whole economy? What do you think about it?
Well, my only disappointment, and I would say it again, it's not about the rice spread, the gas spreads, those things will come down, maybe if the government set. But what my disappointment is for this government to take the motorbike rider from the street. So I think we got to advocate for them because there's no job right now. Some of them live
Yeah, I got that video. We'll bring it up as well.
So I think we were campaigning for this government. We're not campaigning for the government to go against the people. Yeah. So I think we got to dive in that for real and discuss the issue and call the government attention to not even try it, because you got a lot of people doing motorbike, surviving, from identical motorbikes transportation. So you can come in one day time, you're with too much power, and you say you want to take it from the street.
Thank you.
I think we will not accept it. We got to if you want to take it out, you got to create job for the motorbike rider.
Yeah, and how do we get there? Maybe that's the next question. How do we get there?
Yeah,
how do we get at that point?
Yeah, but
if you follow what the LMP is saying, they are citing security and safety reasons as part of why they want to remove the motorcyclists. But that's something we're certainly adapting to.
Yeah,
Thank you for making your opening.
I'm opening that. Don't try it.
It's good that you don't have to do any opening again.
Don't try me.
Princess and Rudolph and also Magnus to do their to go ahead, because I mean, honestly, guys, Morba here cannot be cheating you guys. He came on and he did his opening, but he said he hasn't done so.
No. Don't bring that cheap propaganda.
The message
yeah, you took 5 minutes to outline.
My man, the man I asked me on my mind. So what I think talking?
They are just lecturing.
Ziale Toulé, Cédric Dion.
Yeah, I mean, nothing. For me, let me now I'm opening.
No, anything you say as an official opening.
So no, yeah. So I mean, if you want to take a motorcyclist from the street, you gotta provide alternative, like mobile.
That's it. And when
I agree with you, I don't want you guys to jump these issues.
We know in Tampa, they have certain routes they could not go. Like you will not go down Broad Street, you will not go down certain places. I mean, you can set that same measure, without taking everybody from the street.
Mr. Cindy, welcome to the show, man. It's good to have you on.
Cindy, what a flare.
How you doing?
What a flare.
Cindy,
right here.
So you on rotation
no, listen, Baba, they may not
right here.
remove the flag. Wow. Imagine the same day we did a video about rice press and the same day the man removed the flag.
No.
I didn't bring Joe. We are trying to flag on there. The flag was placed down in your ugly position, but now he removed the flag.
So I'm using a different computer tonight.
So bro,
I thought you were hiding our flag.
Let's tell it to you. I'm a person get flag. Hanky behind in the player. Sandy get flare. I think George get flare. I need to find another
I think Raymond got flare behind him. Raymond. I didn't think he had a flag.
No, guys, don't be carried away.
Like only two people
The
get flag
flags
on
you
the
see behind those guys are fake.
Oh my God.
They are fake, just like the background you see with Magnus there. That thing, that blurry background, that fake background. It's not real.
Now you
Don't
want
be carried
dragging
away.
people whole thing.
You call it Ife?
The man put his television
Okay.
again.
Watch what Francis does here.
Okay, let me.
He's shaking the flag, right? But if you call Josh and you call what the other guy, they can't shake that flag.
Yes, shake that flag.
It's not like you click the button, the flag move, or you click the button, you come back. It can shake. There's anyway. But Sandy and I have flares story not clear, so just forget it.
Sandy, you are trying to fix things, but you can't.
One office here, I got 5 computers, so I'm using the other one tonight. That's why.
You trying to
Yeah,
fix
everything.
things.
No evidence.
You're not just making.
You run away.
Why should your computer issue happen the same day we did a video on the Red Press? The day your computer, your flag, everything.
I tell you, man, protesting, but you're not listening.
Yeah. But guys, it's good to be here tonight, man.
Let me utilize my 2 hours I get on the show tonight. I'm begging you, don't.
Yeah. So guys,
interestingly, co-moderator, but get a chance.
Interestingly, we have a lot of issues to cover tonight. We have so many issues to cover tonight. So many issues. I'm hoping we can have the luxury of time. We should have even had a guest tonight, but due to the many issues, our guest will come on tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be more about agriculture.
That's great. The agriculture minister here tomorrow. That would be great. Let's do that.
Let me tell the background for Nena.
Yeah, I told you guys, right? The thing is fake. Don't be carried away. It's fake.
That's it. I know you fake background. All my background is real.
Because you know how to do it. You old school. You
In case I do it tomorrow.
But do it now. You
don't ask me for tutorial. Don't call my phone to ask me for tutorial.
My man, you 3 days I will call your phone.
Don't call my phone to ask me for tutorial.
Guys, we have a lot to cover here tonight, so I just want us to move straight into the show. Well, too many things happening in Liberia. So they don't buy plenty.
Little Miami.
So the first thing is, okay, so let's start from the recent one, then we'll be going back. CDC Chairman Boba Molu resigned. The man tendered in his letter of resignation, stating reasons why he resigned in a well rating. That's the longest resignation letter I've ever seen in my entire life. In my entire 50-some odd years on earth. That's the longest resignation letter I've ever seen.
Let God forgive you.
The man resigned. After this chairman was being accused of resignation, finally the chairman resigned. 1 morning opposition, the chairman resigned. About 1 morning opposition, he resigned. So we're going to talk about that. The president returned to the country today. President Weah, former president. Once a president, always a president. Once an ambassador, always an ambassador. Former President Weah returned to the country today. But there was a back and forth with respect to the usage of the VIP lounge. That's something we're going to talk about. The issue raised by Morba is a very important one. We're hoping we can have the time to dive into that more. If not, we'll bring on the authorities, the guys from the motorcycle unions, and we can talk more on that. The latest decision by the government to remove them from the principal streets. Now, let's get it right. Ami, welcome to the show. The government is not saying that they would take all the motorcyclists from everywhere. There are no-go zones that they're gonna have for them. If you and they will come up with a no-go zone. Actually, there's something on the LMP page I will pull out as we move on with that conversation. But the principal streets of Monrovia, Central Monrovia, for example, no motorbikes. They say no motorbikes should be running there. So beginning next month, or let's say Monday or so, no motorbike in Central Monrovia. The Cinco, the Tottenham Boulevard.
The Boulevard, yep.
No motorbike. And not just the motorcyclists. I think people are more concerned about what's going on with the motorcyclists, but it's even with the taxi drivers.
What?
All the taxi there.
No, that
The
was
one when you see it doing
Oh yeah, I mean,
it's not going Central Monrovia. So that certain condition your car will be in before you carry in Central Monrovia. Not just that, but they're also talking about the containers. All these big containers that have that have been falling and causing some casualties around the place. Those containers, they are coming up with measures on them as well, where they only plow the streets after 10 p.m. or so. Yeah. So those are issues, and I think Colonel Gregory Cuomo, since his return to the Liberia National Police, these are things that they're working on. We're going to talk more on that. President Bwaka had an interview with Mr. Allen White. The interview was centered around this whole thing about war crimes court. President Bwaka, in that interview, is pledging his willingness, his commitment, and everything for the establishment of War and Economic Crimes Court. Mr. Allen White is saying that, look, whatever the case is, we will support you. We just need Liberians to, we will support you. So, given the situation, President Bwaka he came to power. One of the major alliances that brought him to power is being heavily influenced or heavily controlled by someone who, whenever the issue of war and economic crimes court discussion comes to the table, he takes offense in it. Senator Prince Johnson, when he even told Senator DeLong that he would turn a table around, he keep talking about war and economic crimes court. Well, these are issues. A lot happening in the country. At the Liberia Telecommunication Authority, LTA, the whole tenure thing that been going on, 4 of the commissioners decided to take the government to court. Just last night we're talking about the whole court thing with the tenure. 4 commissioners decided to take the government of Liberia to court, man, people. 4. Less than 24 hours to the time where the people supposed to go to the court, 2 of the commissioners drove by. They said that court bene our henna inside. So 2 persons left on it between the scissors now. They are going to be making the decision. Commissioner Israel Kensaya and the chairman. So, I mean, lots of issues happening in the country, but let's do a quick opening. You can decide to do your opening, or you welcome a few of our viewers. So you can decide on one of the two. Let's see who loves the viewers. And let's see who.
Let's see who loves
the viewers.
Don't bring up propaganda.
No, it's not a propaganda. It's just a choice, a decision to make. Decide as to whether you are welcoming our viewers or you're making an opening statement.
You want to try?
I mean, you don't go nowhere again because we won't be asking a question for what year. You just stay.
Okay, so let's do this.
The people can not ask what. Let me tell you, like you they asking for.
Me?
I mean,
You don't have to go.
Those are my territories.
Forget that. Yellow boy, I can point the show. Only walk you can get the time to talk. That got a problem.
So let's start with you, Moba.
Yeah, thank you,
and our folks. Yeah.
Thank you to all our viewers on Radio Land, Facebook, YouTube, and what have you. Well, there's a lot of things happening in the country, and the Vice President of the United States, Madam Harris, sent her congratulations message to the President-elect, Joseph Yuma Bwaka, and also She said her government are
The
ready to
president.
help.
What do you mean, president-elect?
I said the president, Joseph Yuma Bwaka. Okay, let me move the 11 from there because you already, Okay, yeah. So she sent a very supportive measure to support the agenda of Joseph Yuma Bwaka, and we're looking forward to that. And secondly, the whole rest issue, the gas issue, those commodities are very important to our people, more especially the rice and the gas. Those two commodities are very important. And, I think the government need to come in and do some adjustment so that people can be able to afford. Because a lot of people now are complaining. Rice now is $70 per cup. So I think the government, JMB, Moda, Comrade Minister, got to come out and make some decision that will help and be in favor of the Liberian people. For now, we stop there, and we look forward to hearing more. Go ahead, Mama. You mute,
Go ahead, Francis. I'm a little.
Okay, that's fine. First, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, for me, welcome to our guest. But for me, today I was speaking with my cousin. I went over to my mom's house and I was speaking with my cousin, and we're just talking about stuff. I think one of our problems with Liberia, and the reason why development will be hard to come to our country, is I don't think any of our leaders think about legacy. Because, you will not fix, one person will not fix all of Liberia's problem. But let's just look back. If Ellen, during the study 12 years, right, if she had just focused on one thing, but make sure you keep the price of rice and fuel or gasoline under control, but you focus on one thing. When she left office after 12 years, let's say, okay, the road network was good. When George Weah came after her, he's not going to focus on road anymore. Now he focused on maybe water or healthcare or let's say electricity or something else. Every president that comes into office should leave something, should complete something fully so that his or her predecessor, the person that follow can come and focus on something else. But none of our leaders left any legacy. What can we point to say the 12 years that Ellen spent as president? What did she do for the country as a whole? That when George Weah took over, he didn't have to touch it. He just needed to maintain it and focus on something else. And now that we have President Bwaka here, what did George Weah do that President Bwaka doesn't have to focus on it? All he needs to do is maintain it and focus on something else. You see, none of our presidents left any legacy. Anything that you can point to and say, oh, Ellen did this for the country, or George Weah did. I'm not talking about those sport parks he did all over Monserrado County. No, I'm talking about something that impact the lives of the entire Liberia, from Monserrado to Maryland. A legacy. You see, Obama left office and said Obamacare or Affordable Care Act, right? That's a legacy right there. Anytime you hear the word President Obama, you hear about Affordable Care Act. Ellen, 12 years. George Weah, 6 years. Now President Bwaka. But the last two, that's 18 years, no legacy.
Thank you.
That's the reason Liberia will never be developed if we don't change that trend. Thank you.
Thank you, Francis. You want to go now, or I should go to Ruda?
Hey guys, and hey everyone in the comment section, my territories. How you doing?
The people love you,
yeah.
I said they love you so much in this comment section.
Oh, I love them too. But yeah, what's on my mind? The fire issue in our country is what really eating me inside. I seen a video. I don't know what caused that fire, so I'm not gonna talk about LEC. But I seen a video with a lady crying that someone was stuck in the house and the neighbors were trying to get that boy, and I think my understanding he was a teenager or a child or whatever, and they were doing everything they could to get that child out. And that ever since I saw that video last night and today, like that image haven't gotten out of my head yet. It's just so sad. Like it's just too many of these things happening, and I don't know why. And I think our government really need to pay attention to these things because it's just too many lives. Too many young people losing their lives over something like this. And I really, really hope and pray that they will look into it because it's really sad. I hope Nelson don't play anything like that today because I'm still traumatized from looking at something like that as someone, you know, seeing your death in a fire with that such a blaze. I just can't even describe it. I hope it wasn't LEC. If it is, they need to really do something about that. And I mean, if it wasn't, still, I know it had to be something with candle or whatever. It's still connected to LEC in some way, somehow. So, yeah, that's what's on my mind for now.
Thank you. Without.
Yeah, thank you.
So this is the photo of the teenager who lost his life in that terrible fire outbreak. And
Rest in peace. My condolences to his family, man.
Okay. Good evening to our fellow listeners, and let me also say my condolences goes out to the bereaved family. What is on my mind and has been for a long time now is the issue of darkness and heat in the country. People going to bed and they cannot not even have a decent sleep because the country is hot. And it's not because they cannot afford to buy fans, but because we have issue with current. LEC has not been working to please the people. And I think it is very important that this government pays serious attention to this issue. Because I know we will say it's an inherited issue. Yes, it is. But JMB was voted because the people wanted him to change these issues. And we saw a photo from him and Morning Captain and Madam Kanga Lawrence as well. But since that picture, the people have not been able to hear anything. What was the meeting about? How did it go? What is the outcome? Is the government keeping Morning Captain? Is he not going to be kept? We haven't heard anything. I think it's important for the government to come and talk to the people and tell them how that meeting went and what is the next step forward. Because the issue of LEC is an important issue now that has to be looked at. Thank you.
Thank you. Sandy.
Man, my energy has been depleted. Nelson, I wasn't expecting that bad news. We were on the show last night as we saw the fire incident where the community was trying to rescue that young boy. So basically, we all sat here last night and watched him die. That just broke my heart. It's very sad. May his soul rest in peace. May the family find comfort. Nelson, please take the picture out, please. I'm begging you. Thank you. May the family find comfort. Lloyd, thank you for joining us. Marcia, thank you for joining us. Florence, thank you for joining us. Lane, thank you for joining us. Edwin, thank you for joining us. All of you in the comment section and those listening to us. My fellow panelists, I'm looking forward to a great show. Thank you.
Magna, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks everyone. It is good to be here. I want to say welcome to all of our listeners. Thank you for taking up your time to, join us this evening. What is on my mind? I think the new measures we were just discussing it before you guys joining. The new measures by the Liberia National Police regarding the movement of certain vehicles and the motorcyclists. It is something that I feel like is good, but it needs, a kind of systematic approach, all right? Because most of these things for the movement of the heavy vehicles, like the trucks and stuff, I mean, yes, it can be regulated, right? But I mean, like for the motorcyclists, please, if you're moving these people, because like our country is already a country where the jobs are not there like that. So if you're telling them to move, I mean, we gotta find alternative, work a way around it. So you can't just tell the people to leave the street and just go and sit down. And also on the flip side, the citizens need to go to where they want to go. You don't even there's the public transport is non-existent. I mean, the NTA buses now, I think uh, since the NTA buses came, we took the NTA buses, we saw all of them, we just allow Sir Joseph to be parking here, the buses in the NTA fence now. Sir Joseph, they need NTA. So, I mean, public transport is non-existent. So, I think the government need to be calculative in, their approach to that situation.
Thank you.
And that's what I have in my mind.
Vasco.
Let me say hi to everyone all year. What's on my mind tonight is there was a prophecy during the election. I mean, it's on my mind. There was a prophecy during the election for Ghanaian pastors that spoke to the Liberian people and told them that God spoke to him that if you guys vote and elect President Bwaka, there will be calamity. There will be a lot of things happening in Liberia. And for this,
Vasco, who is the Ghanaian
I got a
preacher?
video. I can send it to you if you want.
Can you share that video with me, sir?
Yeah, let me share it with you. Right.
God get patient.
You see, gentlemen, every
last
time
time
this is what on my mind.
No, guys, let's protect Vasco, man.
Yeah, Vasco finished telling us what's on his mind. We got a few prophecies of our own.
It's on my mind.
You guys
you
are
don't
UP
you don't
supporters
play
and
with God. You
independent
don't play
guys.
with God.
Yeah,
God
let's
works.
yeah, Vasco, please.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Vasco, you're
Yes,
protected.
I will. Let me just get my son. I will go up. Then I send a video to you guys on the phone and you see.
Man,
Just
put
like
a PM pastor there
My
talking
man,
during the election. So we
got
gotta
a
see
fake
that
pastor
video.
there to get out.
Put
You
a PM
gonna
pastor there
Let
talking.
Vasco talk,
gentlemen,
please.
look,
Can you protect
I
Vasco,
don't
you
know.
are protected.
This, I'm not here for like politics. This is concerning. When the man of God speaks and you start to see this kind of a thing happening, I mean, we all live in our country. What is unfolding in the 1 month when it comes to the fire disaster and the death of our children? It is very strange. So, what I want to say to the new government, they shouldn't take this prophecy lightly. They
So
need
what
to
do
be
you think?
fast and prayer upon our land.
So the guy just said 1 more fire disaster, but what about 6 year fire hell?
And brother, what happened is that can
Go
you
ahead.
compare it to the 1 more? The death that have been caused by fire. Can you just compare it with it 1 more, my brother? You were around here, you've been on the Facebook during the whole 6 years. This is something that is concerning. We need to allow our people, our men of God, we need to send for pastors to pray. My brother, we need to fast and pray. We need a serious fast and prayer. This is unbecoming. Today again, there was another fire. I don't know whether you saw it. It was on July Jeff page in Kungwatan. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow or while the show going on, there will be another fire somewhere. People
No,
are dying.
we don't
This
pray
is
for
concerning.
that.
Yeah, Lord, rebuke your mouth. Don't pray for that.
That's why I want us to bring for us to
Transportation
fast and pray.
ministry, finance ministry, the people that got burned in
No,
their
no,
house,
no,
entire
no,
family
guys,
during
guys.
the election.
Go
They
back
got
Who got
burned.
brain
I
fire
can just
ministry? Who
name.
got brain fire ministry?
I didn't say the people don't have to burn, but there was fire.
Brother,
That was all?
man, you
That was
right
all?
here. What? Can name some of the instance? I can remember doing President we had time.
But Vasco,
The
you have
only
had
place
all
I
of your
know
time now, man.
fire. Oh, it was the
Guys, you guys are
Muslim.
interrupting Vasco. You gotta
Yeah, I
give
think
Vasco the
it was
chance
the
to blame.
Muslim. Those Muslim children that got burned in the fire.
So that the only fire outbreak during President we had time.
Nelson, no, that was not. I mean, horses got burned, but I'm talking about the death.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about
One,
innocent children.
So
This is not a
Vasco,
joke.
in
You
short,
guys
you are
should join me.
attributing the fire
Let's take the
outbreak
government
to the presidency
for people to pray, fast
to
and
the
pray.
election of President Boakai, right? You are attributing this fire outbreak to the election
What?
of President
Yeah,
Boakai,
That's what he
or is
said.
it the prophecy you're attributing it to what?
I'm attributing this thing to the prophecy and also the election of President Boakai. Because the prophecy stated that if President Boakai becomes the president, there will be catastrophe, there will be all
There'll be
kinds
what?
of things in Nigeria.
There'll be
Wow.
what?
I'm about to
Wow.
say in
when
the
the
You
video,
know,
better, oh,
Nelson,
man,
and when
let's
I
go to
say in
our
the
topic,
video,
man.
when I
Nestle,
you
say
know,
in the video,
who
I'm
get
going to
time, man?
explain.
Who come on later? Let's go straight
Vasco,
down.
Vasco, thank you, sir. I'm really
Right.
hoping that you can share that video with
I'm
me.
about to do it right now. Let me log on and
But
say,
there's a whole lot to talk about here today. There's a whole lot, too many things happening in the country, but like Vasco said, and some of you have stated, as also Sandy had that in his opening, is concerning the pace at which we see fire outbreaks taking place in the country, and the terrible thing about this whole situation is you you just can predict, you know. No one, absolutely no one can predict. It's like road accident. We all make use of the road every day, and you know, we wake up in the morning, we say our prayers, but no one knows
In a national,
who's gonna be the next
natural
victim, man.
disaster.
So
You know,
that's why it's important. We just hope that the authorities can give some attention to this issue. um it's getting really alarming. It's really getting alarming, and I hope the authorities can stand up. The authorities can stand up. So Vasco went off to send me the video. We'll play at the end of the show. Vasco, thank you for sharing the video. Um, but this is important. I want us to start with this whole thing. Most of you woke up to this information about the return of President George Weah to the country. President Weah returns to the country, and information has it that he's been denied access or usage of the executive lounge. There have been mixed reactions on this particular issue. Earlier on the Spoon Talk, the president's political advisor, Madam Magdalena Cooper, called in to gave some pieces of information around that, and so on. But the president's denial from the lodge, and let's listen to what he had to say today when he came in briefly.
In the African society. So this is not the first time winning a war. In every field that I've been to or that I went through, that I won a war, I think it's a respect. And I'm happy. You know, I'm a hardworking person. I love to work. And so I'm back home from vacation to do my party work until the party get back to where it's supposed to be.
Mr. President, my name is Jefferson and I go for Liberia's only political blog, Shang
Liberia.
Liberia. Shang Liberia.
Oh, are you?
How is life after the presidency?
But before the presidency, the same life. That's what you see. I have a different life. You know, when I was not president, this life, that what I live, you know, with my family and but again, we have the opportunity now to move around, you know, whether it's our city or the country or just going on a free trip. We have that opportunity now. And to guide our party to the next journey of the party. And now we're ready, you know, to speak about the ills in society and what have you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you so
much. Okay, so there you have it.
Did he just speak about ills in society?
And this is where we are. I want to get your
take on this tonight.
We have a lot to capture tonight. So we can just take maybe 1 minute, 30 seconds on this ish, to make the rounds on this. You listen to the president. His denial is one aspect, but let's listen also. Let's also take up time to capture some of what he had to say upon his return. He addressed the issue about life outside of the presidency. He said it's the same life. You seeing a family, he's still moving around doing what he has to do. Well, he went out for vacation. Now he's back in the country. What is he going to do hereafter? He's going to do his party's work. Though the party's chairman resigned today, well, that's the other aspect of the discussion. Immediately when the president came to the country, as soon as the president arrived, the first thing that happened is that the party's chairman resigned. We're going to get to that aspect. But listening to President Weah, when he addressed all those issues, he came back. He's going to be here to do his party's work and all of that. What's your take on this? As far as the presidency is concerned, he's out of presidency now. He's moving back to his party. His president, we are trying to make a strong comeback because we haven't completed the first 1 year of JMB presidency. President Weah is telling us, former President George Weah is saying that he's here to do his party's work. Is he starting the preparation so soon, early enough to make a huge comeback? Can he even make a comeback come 2029? Let's start the conversation from here. We're going in no specific order. Let's take it up from Magnus, and then we're going to make the rounds.
I just knew you're going to come and me. I know. We want to welcome the former president. I think the issue about the refusal for him to use the executive lounge, there are several moving parts to that issue, and I don't want us to just grab it and take it as the decision wanted to do it, because I knew there was something today that was going to happen, just some kind of news to, twist around that his arrival, so they can just make news, right? So the executive launch was, dedicated. Whether it is the presidential launch or the executive launch, we don't know, but it's for VIPs. But if it is true that the president was actually denied from using the VIP launch, I think it was wrong. Whoever made that decision, like the political advisor said today, it did not come from them, but whoever made that decision to stop the president, it is wrong, because we are setting a wrong precedent for our leaders. No matter who he is, I did not support President Weah since President Weah dropped his soccer boots. I now supported him. I supported him when you were playing for Lone Star. So he's our president. I don't support him, but he's our president. He served the office, and we should call him that respect. About the other issue about coming to take care of the party and the ills, those are, what I would call Tabata, as we call it in Liberia, because those ills, I want to see what kind of ills you want to talk about. No electricity, people are dying, the auditors are dying, because those were bigger things happening on President Weah. Corruption, 25 million got missing here, and up to now, we can identify the people who got the 25 million. 11 million work here, they say they are giving the rest input, say I ain't get all the money. So a lot of things happening that we can't even discuss. So that's the reason why I always tell people, this government, the party-led government, even if this government is not doing well, the message for change in the government not supposed to come with sedition. So now the message can be good, but the messengers, Vasco will be telling us, oh, President Bouaka doing XYZ. No.
Okay. But Magnus, do you really think President Weah can make a comeback?
To make a comeback?
Yeah. He's talking about, coming back to do his party's job. He's here not as president anymore, former president of the country, but he's back to do his party's job.
I think.
What do you see here?
I think if the Liberian people elect President Weah again, I don't think he's going to make a comeback. But if the Liberian people ever try, it will be the worst mistake.
Thank you.
President Weah did nothing when he was president. He didn't even tell the Liberian people you're going to do anything. He became president, did nothing, took our country backward. The only thing President Weah and the CDC can boast on our invisible part.
Thank you.
How does a part impact the life of the Liberian people?
Thank you. Let's show you there, Magnus, and move to Sandy quickly. Sandy, let's hear your take on this issue.
Well, we want to welcome the former president back to country. Every Liberian deserves to get back to their country. I wish I was there too today. You know, I wish I'm back home as well. But I do agree with Magnus, though. Look, Nelson, I don't know the details of the issue surrounding the executive lounge at the Rabat International Airport. But if the former president was denied for any other reason that is not genuine, that does not, concern that maybe the condition of that area of the executive lounge, and if it's strictly just because they want to deny it, and that is wrong. And I'm trying to be very mindful of my voice around this. I don't want to accuse any side. I have not listened to. I heard that Madera Cooper call in today. I didn't listen to her speech or whatever she had to say. But no matter what, we can all. I mean, I disagree with President Weah politically, but you cannot take away the fact that he has served the country at the highest office as the president of the Republic of Liberia. That record, you will never take it away from him. We can sit here and hate him. We can sit here and disagree with him. You can go heaven and come back. George Manuel Weah is a former president of the Republic of Liberia. And we need to learn how to respect our leaders. I don't want the same thing to happen to Mr. President Wakai. Even President Taylor, if he come back to country, he must be respected as former president of Liberia. We can disagree again with their policies and maybe the level of negative impact that they have brought to the Liberian people. Now, as you can see, Nelson, clearly the CDC is dying. The CDC is dying. I mean, it's sad for me to say though, because I remember 2015, when we were in like, bro, when doing munya, all on the rain, munya. But it's a good thing to see where the CDC is. They have failed the Liberian people politically. There is no doubt about that.
But now that the president is coming back, in fact, he says he's back from his vacation. He's about to do his party's job. I mean, starting the job this early, Cindy, do you see the possibility of the CDC making a comeback or President George Weah being re-elected now that he's preparing so early ahead of 2029?
Nelson, the chairman just resigned today, I'm sure, and he has been the most powerful chairman of the party. Don't take it away from Oba Molo. He has been the most powerful chairman of this party. He has led the party during some of their most difficult times, some of their most challenging period. He's a professional. I give it to him. This guy is not a typical munya. He knows. My bad Vasco laughing. I was a munya too, so I know us. But on a serious note, it would take a lot of work, Nelson. It would take a lot of work for the party to be regrouped to where it was. Now, but let's also be very careful here. President Weah was not defeated massively. He wasn't defeated massively. So for us to also then assume that he has gone forever, for me, I don't want to say that. The margin of defeat was just very narrow. So could he re-strategize? It's possible. And for me, I like to see the political play. I like to see that we have strong opposition. I like to see that we don't just have a one-party governance system. So yes, let the CDC come back, but it would take them a lot of work to restructure their political party. We heard that they are being kicked out from their headquarters. I don't know how true that is. Maybe it's fake. But one thing that is not fake, one of their strongest chairmen in the history of CDC resigned today. And now, I will tell you, I read that whole book the man wrote because that book Modu wrote today.
You know, and we're going to come to that aspect. You know, Cindy, I don't want you to jump the gun. We're going to come to that aspect. We'll digest that whole chairman resignation thing. Yeah. But, you know, we just start to zero in on this president return to the country and stuff like that. We're gonna come back to the resignation thing. Yeah, but thank you very much, Cindy. Let's take
So
Amy.
my private jet will just be hanging and will not land.
Okay, lend your jack. Lend your jack. Oh.
So to land, welcome back to the country. The man told us a few months ago, that he was done with the political thing. He's not coming back. That's why he told us. Some of us came here, we said, look, the man is just playing. He will come back. And it hasn't even been 4 months. And he's back into it. We welcome him back to the country, and let's see how it goes. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Cindy. Now let's hear from you, Rudolph. Let's hear your take on this issue. Then we take Vasco, then we take Francis.
Yeah, so I would just join the brothers and say that if actually the former president was stopped from using the VIP lodge, I think that was uncalled for. I think it was wrong. And again, I mean, like, I am not gonna just sit here and shift blames because I don't know the entire story surrounding that. But if that is what happened, I think it was a wrong move, because I mean, we all know that he did not do well, but for the fact that he served and he sat in the nation's highest seat, some level of respect should be given to him, and not just him, but all of our former leaders who are currently alive. So to the issue of him coming back to work for his party, Nelson, I mean, we may like it or not, and it's hard to say for some of us who don't want to see it happen. But the CDC remains of formidable opposition in the country. We saw it from the just ended elections. The margin was very low. That shows to you that the country is heavily divided. Mr. Weah, with all of the wrong he did, he still has a huge following that we can now sit here and just downplay him and say he is done from the landscape. No, he is not. But what I can say in conclusion is that he coming back will be based on the performance of this government. If this government proceed in the right direction and solve the bread and butter issue for the Liberian people, I don't see him coming back. But if the government does not perform at that level that the people are expecting them to perform, within 2 to 3 years time, we will start to hear songs. We are time were better. They can have time when we doing we are time. We will start to hear that songs. I know my people. So it is on the back of this government to perform. If we are to keep we are in his corner. Thank you.
Thank you, Vasco. Let's hear you quickly, and then we'll move to Francis.
Very good point, Rudolph. Very good point.
Thank you, man, Rudolph. Thank you. That's why for now I'm actually enjoying it. The late night show. Everyone going the right direction. We're not just saying things.
Don't worry, I'm going to go stay in Gary.
But Nelson, I mean, like, I don't want to dwell too much on the president coming in and he was stopped, because I agree with most of you guys here, at least. And sometimes when you see the fact, you put it there. That place is a VIP launch. There's no way in the world, President Weah, you tell me, say President Weah is not a VIP. So coming into his own country, there's no need for you to stop him from coming through that VIP place. Because we all know President Bouaga now, when he was vice president, he went through the VIP launch, not the new one, but the old one, to travel. And when he coming by, he come through it. Nobody stopping. So there's no need to stop the former president from using that. But let me tell you one thing. Let me come to President Weah's statement today about he came into this country to do his party work. Don't overlook this thing. That's what Rudolph said. Look, President Weah did some things in our country, which of course most of you will downplay it. Look at it to be a man or something. But today, Nelson went around and listened to the people. You said President Weah big pack. You're not looking at the pack to be a number something. President Weah make university student want to school free. You're looking at it to be a common something. Today you're saying they should scrap it up. President, we are paying wise fee. These are things. The reason why the Liberian people voted George we are out of the presidency was because the United Party people promised that they could do more, they could do better than what President we did. So now you guys are in power. You know the reason why President we came back so quick? That he said he can't do a party well? Because he knows very well that this identical government will not do more than what President we do or did. I mean, 6 years. They won't do it. Because I know very well, I don't know who advising the president. There are a lot of missteps. There are serious issues. Liberian people, you don't play with a full issue. These are the things you need to address.
So Vasco, if I'm getting you, you think that your party, especially with the former president saying that he's back in the country to do his party's job, you think your party can make a comeback? And you guys have started preparing so early for that. 6 years ahead.
That's it. Lord, yeah. Let me give you the
but someone said something very interesting. I know you want to go to some analytical issues, but Lynn Lakpo said, and that was when Cindy was making his own analysis of this issue. Lynn Lakpo said, and I want to read this comment. He says, Cindy, if you subtract the ballast stuffing, that was when Cindy said the margin was very close. So he was now speaking to Cindy, and then he said, if you subtract the ballot stuffing, voters intimidation, and vote buying, then yes, the margin.
Exactly.
So what Lynn Lakpo is saying is that in the absence of looking at all those things, you cannot say the margin was 20, let's say about 20,000, because ballot stuffing, according to him, voters intimidation, according to him, and the buying of votes, buying of RDK, and all of those things that were happening around here, he is saying that it contributed immensely to breaching that gap. Do you agree with that?
Me?
You. Yeah, you. Sandy, we're going to come to you.
Nelson, those are all
still on the floor.
So I don't know what he's trying to say. So who was actually buying the vote? What the ruling party at the time?
That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
Nelson, look, we were the ruling party. If what that guy is saying is true, there is no way that you're going to win this election. So let's leave that. But what I want to say to you, Nelson, imagine the number of votes CDC had this election. It is up to the United Party government to keep or to continue to make the Liberian people happy so they can maintain the number they have. But if they don't and allow the people to start to get angry, you know, when you allow citizens to get angry, they go against you. See, this year we are different kinds of people. I will tell you today.
We're
not looking at your ordinary party people then. When we see president, we are for all. When we just see our president, we're happy. Today I am motivated. When we see our president, that's how we're looking. President, we are spirit. I don't know how you're looking at it. So you guys need to maintain your base. If you any mistake, you allow that base to decline. Trust me,
you, sir.
President, we are coming back. Will be a massive defeat to the United Party.
Thank you, sir.
Today.
Let's take Amy, you want to come in, or we take Francis?
Yeah. So thank you. This is why I like Lane Lapo. He's paid a lot of attention when we're talking here. And that's exactly what I was gonna say. Take away all the body stuff and all of that. You know, I a lot of some people say, oh, President Weah was not defeated massively. 20,000, a small number, even one vote. You say, hey, you want to tell me, like you said, all of intimidation and buying voter cards and all of that. If he hadn't done that, he wouldn't even go anywhere closer to where he is or where he was during the election. So, like you said, the only thing that would do in it that would reduce the president whatever momentum in the country is. If they don't do well, if those things he did, if people start to steal and he's not doing anything about it, and we see him working on the war and economic crime code. That's a good thing. They auditing and all of that. If he's not doing anything about it, then people would be, get wary because those are the things that he promised. But not because TDC is so strong. They did that. We need to go sit down somewhere. We had said he was going to be done with politics. What can he do that he did not do the past 6 years that he's going to work magic all of a sudden and come in? You got other people, young people that are showing up in the country. You think who got time to be wasting time on back and forth between two political parties all day when you can try other people there? I don't think we are such a big thing and with that launching, everybody had already said it, right? But even though we don't know all the stories, but the ones that I heard today was that they have two different areas. You have the presidential and you have the VIP. If we are still thinking that he's still president, he wants to use the president's launch. I think that's what happened according to them today. Then I understand why that happened. Then the person was right. But if they deny him the VIP, that was totally wrong. But if you want to go in the one that the president's supposed to go through, no, dude, you're no longer president. You cannot use that one. Then whoever has control or keeping guard, whatever on that, they were right. But our citizen will always put it out there to make it sound so horrible so everybody can go head to scatter till the real story comes out. Because today when I heard it, I was upset too. I'm like, what is that? Why would they do that? But I don't think that they're talking about higher up. When they say higher up, some of our guys then say, oh, Joe Biden did it. Joe Biden is too responsible to be doing something petty like that. When you hear about higher up, why can't you think about the airport authority? Why it gotta be Joe Biden that you would think he would come and do something? Well, even though all the disrespect that we gives him, when he left as a former vice president, I don't think he's gonna pay any attention to that to want to pay him back. That's silly. That's just so irresponsible. And I don't think anything GMB gonna want to get involved in anything like that. So from now on, I'm gonna hold myself when I hear something, even if it's upsetting. I'll hold myself to hear the full story before I get mad. Because the way I was getting upset today, after what I heard, I was like, oh, okay. We want to see this reaction story. When they bring it to you, you want to punch somebody for them. But then after you hear the real story, you say, well, okay, this is not what really happened. So with that whole line shifting there, I don't want to believe it. And President Baguba knows that he's no longer active or president. He's the former president. He belongs in the VIP, not the presidential. Okay, Vasco, let him know if you see him. And yeah, and
okay, so Emmy, thank you. Thank you. I'm trying to get something. Francis, you want to go ahead, sir?
Yeah, I mean, just what Amy said, that's what I heard today. The old VIP lounge, old presidential lounge is now, that's what, according to what I heard, is now the VIP lounge, and that's what he was supposed to use. And the one that he cut the ribbon on the day he was escaping the country to go and catch pigeons is now the new presidential lounge. But the other story behind it, again, he did not complete that project or own contractors, but will leave that in the air. But he was able to race and cut the ribbon to open that up, but he thought he would come through it. So if that's the new presidential lounge, he's not president. He's a VIP. So he's supposed to use the old lounge, open the lounge, if that's the case. But I'm not going to dwell on that. Let's move. I just want to pick his statement one at a time. He talked about, oh, this is the life I live. No, you live life, but you did not live this life. You did not live this type of life that you're living now. Do you see, has he forgotten the picture of here in white before he became president? Is that what he looked like? Before he went to talk about this, the life that he used to live, he's just to try around the world. What broke? His house on 9th Street was turning into a government toilet. He had to break it down physically when he got in office. He built 42 condominiums in 8 months before he could even declare his asset. He talked about the life he used to live. Come on, he shouldn't lie to the people. So when I believe that stuff, and I'm talking, I agree with Vasco. Vasco, you're not in class. Put your hand up. I agree with Vasco. Vasco said, if the Unity Party don't be careful, CDC will come back. That's true. If you don't be careful. But the way John Weah said the bar so low, you don't even have to step over it. You can roll over it. That's how low that bar is. Let me tell you one thing. The way he said that bar so low, you can just roll over it. My son, that bar a month ago, can climb over that bar. That's how low it is. So the countries don't have to work. If Joseph Boakai cannot exceed or cannot get over that bar, then Liberia as a country should be divided to other countries. That's how low that bar is. And the people in Liberia will not exist if he can do better than what George Weah did in 6 years. I'm not being smart about anything. That's how terrible the last 6 years was. So he used, because the country is so, Monterey County is so overpopulated, over 2 million people in Monterey County, so they thought they can do everything. Post soccer fear. While Lusa was the worst in history under George Weah, the former world best player. The national team was the worst in our country's history under his leadership.
Thank you, sir.
Then you want to talk about soccer fee, bro? Let me tell you one thing. Joseph Boakai needs to just focus on one thing and get it done right. And even though he is not running 2029, Jeremiah Kun will be the next president in 2029. George Weah should sit down. CDC is done because the bar is so low. There's no way. Anybody can do worse than CDC.
And you know, thank you, Francis. You know that's a great point. I want to get Sandy. Sandy, you had a point to make. Are you done with that before bringing more?
No, my brother in the comment section, Lane, is trying to throw some punches here. But Lane, for me, I am a realist. I do not speak based on accusations. During the campaign season, we came here and said all we could say to win the people vote over. At the end of the day, there is only one institution in Liberia cloth with the authority to tell us what went wrong with the election, and that is the National Election Commission. As a professional and a realist, I would not accuse the CDC under the George Weah administration of stealing ballots or doing anything that were not reported by the National Election Commission. The election is over with. President Boakai won the election. The only numbers that I can speak on are the numbers reported by the National Election Commission. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Vasco, you wanted to make a quick point before coming in?
Very quick point. No, I have a question for my brother. You know, there's analogy you're always making about George Weah that says 6-7 years ago before George Weah to
which one, your brother?
You that just come from speaking.
Okay, I want to be specific.
Yeah, you know. You're always saying this thing. Oh, prior to this man becoming president, he was broke, and look at the picture all the time here in West. So I want to ask you, 10 years or 7 years ago, is this how you used to look?
No, because I was broke.
you know,
I was broke.
Nelson, let the man answer, please.
Nelson, that's a fair
No, but they
question.
hear you, Francis. Start over.
So you rich now?
No, I'm not rich, but I'm in a better status than I was 10, 15 years ago, even when I left Liberia. So good question,
so
Vasco.
Where Joe used to live?
Huh?
When you were looking at that, where he used to live?
Tell me what
Vasco, you asked him, man. He already answered.
Let's take that children to come to Liberia. That's how you were looking at your wife. You didn't see that picture? Let's feed our children. Then he became president and he looked
like... So even the human being, you mean we are a static being? We just
that's a fair question, Vasco. I appreciate that question.
Years ago.
I appreciate that question. But status changed. When a man's status changed, so does he. Let me tell you one thing.
So the man became president.
When you had a video call like before, whenever you joined, we had
from former player to president, the status didn't change. You wanted to still be that the way you were looking for playing football?
No, but the thing he's saying, this is the life he used to live.
You Vasco photo.
This is the life he used to live.
Show the man my photo from back home.
Is that your upper the video club?
Vasco, you really want a picture of the
I used to be running behind the man when he can't see.
You really want a picture of you running a video club? To be side by side with you now?
Can I come in there?
Go to your house.
Come on, Vasco. Yes, I agree. I'm looking different now than 10 years ago.
That African,
And when I left
didn't make you
Liberia.
up.
So George Weah, look at him looking at Nina Save the Children. Look at
that soccer player right there.
No, bring the costume on Nelson. The one here in that
No,
costume,
Nelson,
like he paid for
this
it.
time he was
The one you wearing the costume, like he paid
Look,
for
look,
it.
look, look,
Put
look,
that
look,
picture
guys.
up.
Guys, we're not going there.
Now,
We're not going there. We're not going there, guys. We have to move on. Yeah, I mean, you're coming, please. Let's have Mobile to come in. Mobile, please come in.
Maybe the people were just
Why
skinny
you
that
let him
time
on the
too.
point real quick?
You know the president said can make you fat too, or phrase it. The people were just skinny.
Nelson, I don't want to
I
lose
was saying one of
myself.
my
Sandy,
Bible
please,
pictures
yeah,
with
you
them.
guys
So,
got you too.
Emmy, just jot down your thoughts. Let's have Mobile to come in.
I can't believe you letting that and go ahead for a you
so you can
see?
pull it up.
Okay.
You want to bring the
Thank you.
woman's card?
Yeah, because why would you let him go back and forth? You can't let me make my own point. That's not
Okay,
fair.
okay. Mama say I should allow you make your point, and then after you, he'll come. You're looking for your card
Did
now.
you, Mother?
Go ahead.
Thank you, Mother. So, Sandy, I appreciate it that you said that you're a professional, and you can't say something. But when it comes to being real, we've seen a whole lot in the election. It was shown to us. We were not there, but it was shown to our own videos and stuff. Well, the election commission report to you in Grand Crew the registration that were more than the people who voted and all of that. It was a whole lot. So if you say you're a professional, so you can't say that. I understand you have to be a diplomat to not say certain things because you do something, but to say, oh, being a realist, and we like saying that we're not being real about things, we just taking stuff and saying that no, that's not. I don't think that was the truth. Go ahead, Mama. I gave you back your time. Sandy, put your hand
Nelson,
up.
you saw
No.
Nelson, you
The
saw
election commissioner did not accuse any political party. That's my point. Was the CDC accused of overvoting?
So there's a
She
serious
didn't,
side.
but it doesn't mean it ain't happening. We've seen videos and
that
everywhere
you
that they
want
were
to
doing
talk
this
about
thing.
So guys, let's move on. Let's give Mobile.
We saw videos and things that those things were going on.
The other developments, we have to capture some other things before taking calls. Mobile, please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Nelson. Wow. I was just enjoying the conversation, Jenna, from my brother Vasco. You see, George Weah, before he became president, we all know what George Weah's starter was. We all saw it was glaring in Liberia. I was in Liberia. Even when George Weah was running for the senatorial race, right? I was in Liberia back then. We saw George Weah could not even afford gas money for her car. Eddie Snow was the one who used to help George Weah. We're not saying George Weah, when he was playing football back then, maybe he will get one or two. He will get one or two back then. But when he left the soccer field, he misused his worth, his money. He misused it. And he will get nothing. George Weah here in New York, a worth of certain kobo, no disrespect to her. But that would lay how it is. So when he come to the Liberian people and say, my life I was living before is the same life I want to live today, he deceiving the Liberian people. He lying to them. You want to be real,
Do you really think he can make a comeback? He's going to start his party work now. There
is nothing George Weah can talk about coming back. First of all, George Weah, for the past 6 years, when last George Weah talked to the people of Liberia on, let's say, any issue concerning the country, that he sit and talk and press asking questions? When last? That the Mason, the three Mason boys, the EPS got our kill. The auditors, when they mop up exercise when Samuel King and La, all the stuff. When La George just took a point in time. That's saying, you know what? Let me just sit and interact with the journalists and get their feedback and then go back and work on it so that the Liberian people can know that I am working. When last? I want to see that clip. Vasco, put your hand down. We're not in court here. When last? So if George Weah can come by and tell us, say, we coming back to be discussing issue concerning the country, what did you come and discuss that you never did before in your 6 years? What did you come and tell the Liberian people that is different from what you did in the 6 years? What a thinking you make that when you come, you will lay on that mantle to preach to the Liberian people so they can listen. What? Tell us. That's sedition. Tell us what they will say. The invisible pack. That's all. The school that they say they get wire. They pay wire fee. Go look at the wire statistic. Some are and holding the wire and small money. They stay holding the people. Then they come here. They won't be talking. Say they pay wire fee. But they were doing it, what we call the whole cover holder, what they were doing. The last time when I saw the whole list. And how much they were holding the wire people. Then I will do the wire. Let's go to the US. The UL, what people say he do free school. We agree. But the facility, the environment was so conducive for the Liberian people to go, say, well, some people towing chairs, beating them, the learning. No. So you can say it was free. It's free with the free he talking about. It comes with penalty. It comes with tax. So that's not free. Anything is free. It should be free with what? With all the immunity. You should get something that will help. Like the facility, the comfort.
Thank
you.
Now
go to the lab. I conclude by saying they go to your lab, go to the computer lab. Everything is messed up. Then you want to come back, teacher was on strike. The last time when I checked, then you talking about free school. When teacher on strike again, when professor on strike, they can get paid. Then you say free school. My brother will come here. That will say the reality and the truth to the Liberian people. We shouldn't come here to deceive them by saying Joria did, Joria do that. So he's coming back. What thing he coming preach to the Liberian people? That's the message we want to hear.
Thank you.
I get one message for one message for JMB. The only message I get for JMB is to take the foster of Mahatma Gandhi of India, so our country can transform from west to best.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now we woke up to this news today, guys. We're moving on that topic now. We're moving to the next discussion. We woke up to the news, to this information, just this evening, about the chairman of the CDC. Remember, in the last talking point, President Buakai, President Weah said he's coming back to the country and he's coming back to do his party's work. But then, just at the time when President Weah is back in the country to do his party's job, before we knew it, there is this resignation. The most powerful person in the party, Chairman Moba Molu, resigned his position today as chairman of the CDC. Now, but a lot of you are aware that even before now, there have been those issues. There have been lots of issues. Wow. There have been lots of issues with respect to the chairman's dissatisfaction in the party. A lot of folks have said that Chairman Molu was seriously dissatisfied. The information about his resignation came on even in the heat of the entire electoral process. A lot of people speculated that the chairman wanted to resign. At that point, he wanted to resign, but there were some issues surrounding that resignation, all of that. But here we are today, just 1 month in opposition. The chairman of the CDC, Chairman Moba Molu, turned in his resignation today. And the font size there is very small. So I want to read from the screen here for the benefit of those who are not seeing it from here. It's a very bulky one.
Last month we didn't even do it.
I don't know whether we have the luxury of time to do it, to do this one.
The longer resignation.
The chairman saying here it's resignation. He's saying, no, I'm just going to read 1 or 2 paragraphs here. I'm ready to formally tender my resignation as chairman of the Congress for Democratic Change, CDC. Consequently, I'm also stepping down from the position of chairman of the Coalition for Democratic Change. Despite resigning from the chairmanship after 6 years of service, I want to assure you and the National Executive Committee that I remain a committed, lifelong member of the Congress for democratic change. Now, I want to get to the point where he stated the reason for his resignation. Okay, so he said, throughout these trials, I'm thankful to God for granting me the strength and patience to persevere despite the hardship. They are all not the primary reasons for my resignation. All they want to hear, they're not the reason for the resignation. However, one factor influencing my decision is the diminishing opportunity for me to effectively fulfill my role as the people's chairman. The diminishing opportunity for me to effectively fulfill my role as the people's chairman. As an advocate dedicated to supporting the people, it is disheartening to encounter constraints that limit my ability to carry out my responsibilities. Mr. Standard Bearer, however, after careful consideration, I have chosen to remain positive and continue contributing to the peace and stability of the CDC despite resigning the chairmanship, blah, blah, blah. He comes on to say he will, okay, I want to get to this particular portion. Okay, so this is the portion of the resignation that says exactly what's going to be happening with the chairman after the chairmanship. Now he says, as the longest serving chairman of the Congress for Democratic Change, I am humbled by the overwhelming support and I've received from our dedicated partisans across various blah blah blah. This support was, blah blah blah. Despite the challenges, their resignation here that the longest. No, I want to capture a point. There's a portion here where he said he is resigning, but he's going to keep contributing. He's going to move to save our society. He's going to keep contributing.
Yeah, I think it's that. Is it now that I'm no longer chairman, I have newfound freedom to advocate for social justice and champion the interests of marginalized communities, irrespective of political affiliation.
Yeah. Wow.
In the coming months, I intend to engage in consultation with relevant stakeholders, both within and beyond the CDC, aiming to rally passionate individuals to safeguard democracy, promote good governance, and uphold the rule of law.
And this is where we are. The chairman right there. The chairman, first of all, says he doesn't, the opportunity for him to effectively carry on his role as the chairman has diminished. How did that diminish? When did that diminish? Who diminished that opportunity? Because as per the structure of the party, the chairman is not any small potato. The only people that can easily take some real action on against that chairman is the executive committee. The chairman is the most powerful man in the party. He's even more powerful than the standard bearer as per what the structure should be. But this chairman is saying that the opportunity for him to effectively carry on his work as chairman, that opportunity was diminished. It was canceled. It was dissolved. It was tampered with, whichever context you want to put it in. Could this be based on the fact that the chairman was chairman of the CDC, but then during the campaign, after the man served as chairman for 6 years, during the campaign, they turned real take campaign budget and they were coming to carry on campaign activity. They take the chairman from there and brought Eugene Nangwe and made him campaign chair. Or it said that there was some back and forth within that CDC. Now that the chairman is gone, is there any gap? Is there any gap that his absence is going to leave within that party? Is it going to further strengthen the CDC or weaken the CDC? Chairman Moba Malu is no longer chairman of the CDC. Are we going to see him aligning with other political parties? Did he even support other political parties uncovered while serving as chairman because of the way he was being treated? Guys, let's talk about this. So many questions. This resignation, did he do it to really get at the president? Like, okay, the major came to the country today. He said he came to work to beef up a party. So saying he came today, I'll resign today. Now, let's hear from you guys. Yeah,
That is
Lloyd.
CDC minister.
This is interesting, man. But Vasco, let's hear from you. Like your party we're talking about here, man. This is your party, Vasco. This party you love.
Yeah, that will start from the mayor there.
You should have started from these people and to me.
No problem.
Listen,
No problem.
look, for me, I think there's a identical resignation shouldn't be something for us to discuss. Because we all know that if you have a position, it can happen to anybody. If you have a position and then maybe you notice that there are certain things that is not going on right, or maybe you want to find yourself outside of that position to start to do new things, I mean, it is up to you to resign. That's what the CDC is all about. Our party, we have our internal wrangling. You will not hear us.
We heard that the NPP stepped aside the other day, and there has been some back and forth. Even the NPP, that saga in the NPP, that saga in the NPP.
We're not talking here. Don't talk.
No. Yeah, Moba, don't interrupt.
Yeah, no. I know, but I just want to remind him because you were.
But that saga in the NPP, it went wild.
Nothing, but it was resolved quick. We're not looking at a Baka who took a friend to court. He went and testified against Arizona Commis.
Moba, seriously, I will mute you.
Yeah, you gotta mute him. No, yeah.
Go ahead.
Look, now this is the reason. If you are not part of the CDC, you will not understand how it works. Molu, I want to say thank you for the step you took by leaving the chairmanship. CDC, we are not lacking of people that can do the work.
Oh,
we are not lacking.
So wait, Vasco, is this what you have to tell your chairman after serving for 6 years? You come on public radio. You have been viewed by people across the world, and you say we're not lacking of people that can do the job. If the man will resign, that's a very good response coming from you, a CDC, to your chairman.
Very good response. CDC is an institution. We have a lot of people. We are not an institutional lack of competent and qualified people to serve that position. Now that the chairman resigned, we didn't take the chairman off forcibly. The chairman resigned, and let's see what the chairman said.
Yeah, he said that he could not perform his duty well as chairman because that opportunity was not there.
Okay, I know
it was diminished.
That is the only portion you guys will take from that whole or loan or right out. But what I took from there, as a sedition, and I'm satisfied. Molu is telling us, we sedition, that I'm stepping down from the chairmanship, but I'm still into this party, and I'm here to give my expertise. And you all know that Molu is a firebrand person. Being the chairman of the party, there were a lot of things outside that you wouldn't do. Now Molu has stepped down from the chairmanship. You guys need to, the Baga administration need to watch up. Because Molu
wait.
The Baga administration need to watch up for Molu.
Mr. Jerry Gibson is in the comment section. Mr. Jerry Gibson in the comment section is saying that, look, Mobile resigned. Let me highlight the comment here. Look, Mobile resigned because of the letter from former President Weah canceling the Buchanan retreat, you mean, planned by him. Well,
I have fake letter you wrote.
This could be, but I hope you know who's right. This is Mr. Gibson.
We never wrote no letter. President, we have never wrote letter. That letter that was circulating around our cheap propaganda. But my citizens are structured party.
So finally, Vasco.
Yeah.
Now that your chairman is going, will you be shocked? Will you be shocked if you saw him aligning or closely working with the Unity Party?
I will not be shocked because he
considering
has.
the way you treated him in your party.
No, we never told you that we treated him
and
badly. Molu never said anything that the CDC treated me this and treated me that way. No.
Okay, will you be shocked? Will you be surprised if you saw him closely working with the Unity Party?
Look, I will be shocked because I know Molu, but that is his right. I'll be shocked, but that is his right. You can affiliate which what kind of party, which one of the party you want to affiliate with is up to you. But I know within my mind that Molu is not going nowhere.
Thank you.
Molu will stay in a party, and we all will come back 2029.
Nobody gets paid for him
to get the calamity off our head.
Thank you. Let's hear from you, Francis. Francis, let's hear your take on this issue, man. The president is back in the country. The same day his chairman resigned.
That's a protest resignation. You see part of the. You see sometimes a small script in a letter is the bigger picture. Part of that letter, he wrote. He said something about things that were happening to him, but it's not the reason why he's resigning.
Yeah.
Right? Then he wrote the whole.
Then why he indicated in the letter?
He wrote the whole 95 thesis just to cover those two sentences. He resigned because he knows CDC is like a gangster kind of party. You see, the likes of Koji, who want to be a party that you have to feed with Koji and Akara Grading and turn into a politician and podcast host and stuff like that. Can you imagine when they were structured, right? When they had eyes on the prize, wanting to win re-election, he couldn't even get the respect as a party chairman and the embarrassment that he had to go through. Right? That happened. Imagine now that they are almost out of oxygen and they are going to be scrambling, putting from left to right, trying to gain some form of relevance and then focusing on leadership. You think he want to be in that chaos? No. Those two sentences when you talk about.
Francis, let me ask you this question. During the campaign, okay, this man has served as chairman for 6 years. More than that.
Yes.
During the campaign, why he's having this expectation of maybe managing the campaign activities as chairman now, the people are used to you have that command and all of that. From nowhere comes Eugene Nangwe, who was not ready. He didn't really have that command, as compared to the chairman who have worked with the people over the years. Eugene Nangbe gets into the picture. He controls the entire budget or whatever for the campaign, what have you. Mobile Molu, at some point during the campaign, seemed as though he's being silenced. He's completely quiet from the entire campaign activity. Do you think that this resignation is a kind of payback for what happened during that particular period?
Nelson, that's what I'm telling you. That entire 95 thesis he wrote boils down. It was to cover up those two sentences that he put in there about his dissatisfaction about how he was treated. But then he said, "Oh, that's not a reason for my resignation." That entire library he wrote.
So I want to take a look at this resignation. I mean, this is the shortest resignation letter I've ever seen in my entire life. This is from the former Maritime Commissioner, Mr. Eugene, on the 19th of January, 2024. The letter reads, "Excellency, I tender my resignation and offer my sincere appreciation for the opportunity you granted me to serve."
Just imagine after eating our money.
In his position, Nelson, his position is tenure, right?
Nelson, these guys are fun about people.
Exactly. So he already saw the writing on the wall. That he was going to where I was there. He's not supposed to do it.
But okay, thank you, Francis.
The Eugene Nangbe, the Jefferson Koji, when they had eyes on the prize, Mobile model was disrespected, he was dismantled, he was kicked as a soccer ball everywhere. Now that they are in the opposition, and they will all be fighting for attention. And George Weah, who said he was not ready 2029, now come back saying he about to do the party business. Can you imagine the chaos?
You worry?
Thank you. But Magnus, let me hear from you on this.
Next thing I gotta be asking 1 or 2 questions because
I mean.
Yeah, Vasco, I'll come to you. I'll come to you after Magnus. You make a quick 20-second. You take a quick 20-second. But this is important, Magnus.
Yeah.
We're looking at 2 resignation letters here. One person wrote just a single sentence that was done. The other person wrote more than 7 paragraphs just to say I resign.
Yeah.
The 2 individuals have been in this party at some point. They met. I don't know how to put this. One person play the other person role during the campaign period. So the person that play a friend role during the campaign period, he read short resignation letter. The person whose role they play, the main role. What's happening here, Magnus? Let's hear from.
Yeah. So I mean, I think the former chairman of CDC now, Mama Malu, I think the resignation letter is very verbose, but I think this resignation was a long time coming. I mean, from the day the CDC won the election, we saw how the entire dynamics of the power in CDC changed. And it shifted from people like Molu and Akaros Gray. It started shifting to work by Gubert Jr. and the likes of Eugene Nangbe and the likes of what the current senator for Margibi, what's his name? Nathaniel McGill. So you hear most of the hardcore citizens are saying the revolution was hijacked. So Molu has never been very okay. He's never been satisfied. So there are a lot of issues. And what I pick up from this resignation letter is, what I pick up from the resignation letter is that, I mean, don't try me. And you try me, there are a lot of things that went on. He was just trying to miss his words. So I just kind of think that it's repetitive, right? But I pick up certain things right here. He said, therefore, in an effort to uphold internal party cohesion, I'm exercising caution in my words to prevent any potential crisis. It means, push me.
Exercising caution in my words.
So it means
any internal crisis.
It means the real reason for the resignation was not stated in the letter.
No, my man. Y'all the one know the book. They pop in here. We gotta break the thing down. Exercising caution in my words. Let's take a look at that. I'm exercising caution in my words. What exactly was the trying to send across it in the simplest way, in the simple Liberian English? What in the chairman was trying to say when he said, I'm exercising caution in my words?
The simple thing is, plenty of things happen, right? I don't want to make it to all. Make it to all because I don't want problem. And Nelson, if you look at the end, the last sentence in the paragraph, it says, although some may seek to exploit this situation for personal gain, my commitment to the party's well-being will prevent me from endorsing such endeavors. So it means I know some people will come for me, but I'm not ready for any fighting. I'm not ready for any fighting. Because I know some people will want to use the thing here for their own benefit to get close to you, because some people that they let the honor man and down for them to get close to you. Cheche Pole. I know some people can be running Cheche Pole. Simple like English. But I don't get time for it. I just want to go by my business. If you try me, then we'll just scatter everything. Then I mean he made mention of something here, right? And he made mention of something in the second to the last paragraph. Nelson, I want to make a point quickly. He said, in conclusion, I would like to offer final piece of advice, Mr. Stenberg, which I have previously communicated to you in a briefing note. It is crucial to assemble a proficient team of foreign policy experts to engage with key Western capitals. He listed Brussels, he listed London, he listed Washington. I mean, what Molu is saying here is Molu has never been a chairman that I've been enjoying through all these 6 years. Nobody can tell me say Molu was enjoying compared to Eugene Nangbe or eating lobster. Molu are not getting that kind of enjoyment. What Molu is trying to say here is they think are hanging over you. You think are joke. There are certain things I know. And you know Molu in America here, right? And there were rumors that he was speaking to people. Molu probably knows some things, right? That he wanted the former
just to
president to
conclude
deal
in
with.
20 seconds,
And those things, and those things led to the numerous sanctions. The numerous sanctions. So Molu is saying, all I have to when you talking, you come back to can't do party where you're talking about 2020 now, and you not deal with it, you not go to the people to start talking to them. You're not even returning to now. They yell not on you.
Thank you. You know, and that's very important. Cindy, Vasco, take a quick 20 seconds. Let's move to Cindy.
This thing is very lovable and it's very funny. I don't know.
Laughable and funny like
my brother Magna breaking down this man letter like to say he the one in Molu mind, he the one in Molu brain.
This is analysis. This is analysis.
That's anything you don't just get analysis on.
Look.
So which are the things that people not supposed to give?
That's some things you don't get analysis on. This
Okay.
man wrote an easy and plain letter that he resigned.
Vasco. In all fairness, and you think this letter is easy and plain with a number of paragraphs there? You think it's easy and plain?
The major thing in that letter is Molu resignation.
But then why?
It's Molu resignation.
Vasco. When somebody say I'm exercising caution in my words, what do you mean? I'm exercising caution in my words.
Yeah, plain resignation.
It mean people like you, the way you're taking it now.
No,
they mean referring to people like you, like the media, people the one who blowing it now.
They are not writing a letter to me, you're writing a letter to the president. We're not supposed to see the letter.
But you are writing a letter to the president, and now you taking it in a way that you understanding the letter in your own will.
All right, thank you, Vasco. Can we take the next person?
Next, I mean, Magna
That's true, man. Vasco, you know, these people, they don't treat you fairly. That's why I try
to. You see what Nelson doing? You were telling to jack my point down. You giving Vasco 5 more minutes. People don't treat you fairly.
Just look at my name, scratch it from the child. Because if you see this shit, you need a party party.
So let's move to Cindy. Let's move to Cindy. Cindy, the chairman who was more like the most powerful person in the party writes a resignation letter, and he's saying in his resignation that he won't leave the chairmanship to be ordinary person. At number one. Number two, he won't leave the chairmanship of a very powerful opposition political party like the to go ahead and be a civil society person, to be advocating in civil society. Do you really buy that narrative coming from the chairman? Do you settle down for that? Is that anything for anybody listening or watching this show right now to buy into?
Well, Nelson, before I proceed, let me say to my brother Magnus that I'm amazed by your thorough understanding of the letter and your analysis on this letter. I was privileged for 2 semesters to teach business and professional communication. If you were in my class, I'll give you A+.
Thank
You're
you.
good.
Thank you, my brother.
Look, Nelson, Magnus just explained what the letter is. And I want to get into the content. So maybe sometime allow me to speak before Magnus, you know. But let me get into the contents of the letter as well. Let me dig a little further. Mobile model letter convey a lot of key points and a lot of unspoken words. That was the intention of the letter, to keep it professional and say a lot of things, but not saying them directly. He made a commitment to the CDC. Although he is resigning as chairman, he reaffirmed his dedication to his party. That's a good thing. He's a sedition. He's a professional sedition. So he's not going away from the CDC based on a letter. But here is a key thing that he outlined. Over the last 6+ years as chairman of the party, he outlined that he has faced numerous challenges. Challenges as the party chairman. He does not specify those challenges. But clearly we can tell that there were some internal and maybe external obstacles that may have prevented him from effectively working as chairman of the party. It is only now up to us to clearly say to the Liberian people that he was not given the opportunity to lead his party. Moba Molu mentioned maintaining the party cohesion. I'm resigning you, but let me talk to you. Let me explain to you how important it is for us to maintain the party and for us to prevent potential crisis. Who is he making reference to? Who is in the party that could potentially diminish or destroy the party? That he must caution them to keep the party together. Again, some internal wrangling. Okay? Obviously and very clearly in the letter, and perhaps some people may not understand it. I don't want to call name tonight. He has significant, major disagreement with President Weah. He has had major disagreement with President Weah. He talked about it. He talked about some occasional disagreement with the party standard bearer, which really driven by his principle, Monba principle, and love for the party that he's saying, I am unwilling to mention. Okay? Here is the thing. The brother say, I'm leaving the party as a chairman, but I want to take on the role as an advocate.
Yeah.
I want to represent the Liberian people. I want to talk about injustice. I want to talk about a lot of things affecting our country. Monba Molu was thinking about his political future. That's somebody who have desire to maintain a healthy political future. He's young. He wants to maintain his political future. He has a political future. That's the direction he's thinking. Finally, Nelson, and this is very important. Monba Molu said, Mr. President, I'm leaving you, but here is one advice. And I have given you this advice before, inside. Learn how to work with United Nations. Learn how to work with Brussels, United States, our foreign partner. Work with them. Let's build a relationship with them.
Look, Cindy, let me hold you there a bit. Cindy, is there something about this sanction that Chairman Monba Molu was trying to speak to, but he's not telling us? He's still holding back with respect to this sanction. What was he trying to address? Is that something he knows? Maybe he's not telling us about this whole sanction thing.
This is the one our brother said, this letter are plain English. This letter is not a plain English. Monba Molu is telling you, we destroyed our relationship with our foreign partners. That's what led to some of the sanctions and some of the things that happened to people within our government. We cannot ignore that, Mr. President. I have given you this advice before inside. I'm telling you now, let's work on it. Let's rebuild our relationship with our external partners. But you can take it or you leave it. Let me end with this quote, Nelson, one of my favorite quotes. Not everything that a man knoweth can be disclosed.
Is it from Lee Kuan Yew?
No, it's not from Lee Kuan Yew. I come from the background of the Baha'i faith. I come from Prophet Baha'u'llah. Not everything that a man knoweth can be disclosed. Not all that he discloses is timely, and not all timely utterance suit the ears of those who hear them. In simple English, according to Heron Coaster, men can't talk all. Thank you.
Wow. You know, this is interesting. just just taking that time to digest this communication is leading us in a whole different place. Vasco doesn't want us to go to where we're going tonight, but step by step, as we get to analyze this communication, we're getting at a whole different destination here. But Vasco, you wanted to make a quick 10 seconds.
Yeah, I want to.
The second 10 seconds. This is the second time, Nelson. This is ridiculous.
I'm the only person on this show.
Let's give Vasco
represent the CDC. Every one of
Who
you.
cares?
So I gotta be asking y'all. Allow me to talk first. So, I just listened to my brother Sandy. You know, I actually admire Sandy's on this show, but actually,
you disappointed.
I disagree with you when you talk about this identical part of this letter you was just reading, where he said Molu was referring to our international partner like Washington, which means the warehouse, and Brussels. Look, we got party structure in those places. If you don't know, CDC got a strong base in Brussels. We got a strong base in America. Okay? And one of the problems that we face, I'm an insider, I'm telling you, one of the problems that we face, most of the guys you see all around this place making noise all over the place, they are strong sedition. But after the 2005
some of the guys in the UP,
election,
some of the guys in the UP,
yeah, like people like Obey there, Obey was strong sedition.
My man.
They want you got other guy. So that relationship with our OSA base was it actually courteous, to be frank. It was not working. So now Molu have realized that in telling whosoever will come to be the chairman or whatsoever, we have to unite.
So okay,
and
so your point is, as we move on, your point is he was not really speaking about all the things that Sandy spoke of.
Yeah, what
he was talking about reaching out to people just on an ordinary note, not really diplomatic.
Sandy, can you read a fair quote of yours again?
Washington, it means the government of the US. When they say Brussels, they're talking about Belgian government. Now, what diplomacy?
And you guys thinking that we're talking about international partner? The same way when I hear somebody say Brussels, I'm trying to understand Modu that he's discussing our structure we have in those places.
When they say the thing done,
Sandy, can you read that
the British government? That's for ABC education. Just for elementary level education. When a person mentions a country, they are mentioning the governance of that country. Thank you.
That's the seat of the British government.
The way you're understanding the letter. And
Sandy, can you read your fair quote again, please?
Let's settle this issue. At the end of the day, we are just 8 persons up here. We're just 8 persons up here. The public will be the judge. Sandy, for the sake of this audience, for the sake of the public, can you read that particular portion? That portion that talks about Brussels, the US, and all the White House, and all of areas. Can you just
talk about White House?
People talk about politics.
You did it in the warehouse.
Let me read it.
Yeah, you have the letter in front of you?
Yes.
Please read it.
It says, in conclusion, I would like to offer one final piece of advice, Mr. Stella Barrow, which I have previously communicated to you in a briefing note. It is crucial to assemble a proficient team of foreign policy experts. Foreign policy experts. Foreign policy experts. They now say Vasco. Foreign policy experts.
Guys, no, you will not do that to our brother here tonight. Magnus, go ahead. Magnus, go ahead.
The minister that got sedition in the
It is
warehouse.
crucial to assemble a proficient team of foreign policy experts to engage with key Western capitals. Such as Washington, Brussels, number 10 Downing Street, that is the seat of the British government. You don't know, let me tell you.
That is true of the
that is the seat of the British government.
What
in this road?
No, let's have
what is in that no saying British government?
Vasco, you have to give our brother the time.
That thing is very clear. I don't know why
No,
you don't
but you're
understand.
interrupting the brother Vasco.
Go ahead.
It's not about you, it's about the public. We want the public to be the judge.
No problem.
So conclude, Michael.
Is it this engagement should involve discussions regarding international decisions made during our tenure. International decisions made during
No,
our
asking
tenure.
Vasco the Philadelphia and other places to come
Aiming
together.
to rebuild confidence and provide assurances to our international partners.
International.
Let me read the last paragraph. As we endeavor to revitalize the CDC's domestic and global political standing, I stress the importance of prioritizing the enhancement of relations with Washington and its invaluable allies. Neglecting the capital lands.
No, Magnus.
So Vasco they are calling the Jose.
Magnus said destroying our boy. Just leave it like that.
Guys, please let me come here a bit. Vasco. The Washington is talking about it. Was it the civilians are in Washington, D.C.?
Okay, you're listening. You're listening. Look.
The one in the White House.
Listen, gentlemen. We are a political party. Okay? We have people within CDC that have contacts and work with its international organization around the world. Listen, no, gentlemen.
That mouth not mouthing.
We are not.
That prophetic mouth.
We are not a ruling party to go straight into the warehouse and start discussing policy about our party. How can our party enter the warehouse to be discussing party matter? We tell you, listen, it will say we're strengthening our relationship, which means we should find people within our party that have connection with these big organizations around.
What about the international
No, Vasco. Sorry, Vasco, they're not it.
How can the CDC enter the warehouse and discussing?
That's not what he meant. That's not what he meant, Vasco.
There, I guess.
What?
Vasco, that's not what he meant.
Listen, guys, we have to make progress, guys. Sorry.
That's
the prophetic mouth.
In America, then I teach again to our CDC people to be in the warehouse.
No,
let's be president for America.
Okay, guys. Okay, Vasco, thank you, sir. Vasco, your point is well understood, sir. Vasco.
Arizona, let me make the last point. Arizona Cummings
is okay.
Let me make the last point, Nelson, please. Arizona Cummings was an opposition leader, right? Arizona Cummings have people that he want to connect with.
But you don't get people
pushing so agenda for him.
Lobbyists.
Okay, so thank you. We'll move on. So what our brother Vasco is telling us is when they say Washington, it means. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
So our president now enter the warehouse. How you get people in the warehouse?
No, they probably went at the last time to sit down and lecture with Joe Biden. Now you don't want that. Now you don't want that.
So Rudolph, please.
Now you don't want
that. I got one request, Nelson.
Yeah, please go ahead, Emmy.
I beg you, Rudolph. Can Sandy please read your favorite quote again?
Y'all be reading what y'all reading.
See all the noise you're making.
My chairman, I know him more than y'all.
Okay, guys. Emmy wants to use her time. Let's give her the time. She's a lone female on set tonight. Emmy, just go ahead. Sandy, please help Emmy.
I'm not gonna take much time. You already said it all, and Vasco already making me laugh. Just give me your favorite quote again.
So my favorite quote. Not everything that a man knoweth can be disclosed. Not all that he disclosed is timely. Not all timely utterance can suit the ears of those who hear them.
That one for you, Pastor. That is why I wanted him to read it. That is for you.
So we don't
because you say here being in denial, even though you understand exactly what this man is saying.
No, Mobile, you're interrupting.
Go ahead, my sister.
You're still here, going around the bush. They read it to you, international partners, all of that, and you talking about sedition sitting down in the White House. I guess Joe Biden has sedition now.
Nelson, look at lady like
we
my
don't know.
comment.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, so I'm not
make
gonna
it.
spend too much time on this letter. I think Magna and Sandy have already broke it down to the letter, so it's not much to say on that. Mother, the only thing I gotta say that is belated. I was expecting it a long time ago, because the way he was being treated, I don't think that anybody should be treated like that. I guess people said that from the day he released that tape, that was the end of the road for him. But he's been there, he's been hanging in, and I guess at this time he said, "Well, we didn't win. What's the point of me still being there? Let me just, get out." But yeah, Cindy, like Cindy said, he has a political future, and he's thinking about that. He's trying to work on it instead of just sitting there and being the old party chairman who is not being utilized, is being disrespected, and what I view. So why don't I just get out there and stretch my wing and still try to be a part? I think that's what he's doing. And kudos to him. But don't push the button like like Magda said, don't push his button or else he will explode. That's all I gotta say.
Rudolph, let's hear from you then. Mobile will take us.
Yes, Nelson, thank you for the time. I mean, this show is very interesting tonight. I think this laugh was needed not just by me, but by all of us here. It's good to just have a good laugh in a day. It's good. But Nelson, so when I read this letter, I mean, what I could see, I could see a man who was, I mean, I could see an aggrieved man with so much love for his party. A man who has sacrificed a lot for this party. But then he has been mistreated by the very party that he loves so dearly. And he has sacrificed so much for. And let me say this though. I know someone said that this was a slap in the face of the president. I don't want to believe so. I think Malu was just smart enough to understand that I don't care what he does, he cannot retain his post because the damage has already happened. He has lost the support of Mr. Weah. And I mean, like you said, Nelson, how it should be is, our party should be working in a form where the chairman is the big man, right? And maybe the CDC document shows that. But in actual effect, we see that Mr. Weah is the godfather. He makes decisions single-handedly if he wants to, right? And Malu cannot not fight that. So Malu, and just what Cindy said, Malu has a future ahead of him. He's a young man, smart, and he understands how to bring people together and put them into serious action. So now he is thinking about himself because, hey, I have wasted this much time behind this party. I have sacrificed, but look where I'm at right now with them. I no longer enjoy the trust from the party's standard bearer. The role has come to an end. I do believe that if Malu can be talked to and be reassured by Mr. Weah, this thing is, I mean, we are going to be having a whole different conversation here. I think he will withdraw that resignation, Nelson, because if you read this letter, right, if someone is at a level where they are done, they would just leave. But this man is saying, even though I am not going to be the chairman anymore, but I will remain in the party, and he is even giving the party recommendations of how they can get better. This shows you that this man still loves this party. But all he wants is a reassurance from the party hierarchy, like you said, the EC and Mr. Weah. And I feel like if they can give it to him, he will come back strong.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Mobile, let's hear you quickly on this one, then we'll move on.
Yeah, thank you. The whole letter thing came from that recording about Malu.
But why are you laughing at
because you don't make me laugh.
glasses? Vasco has some glasses and you're laughing. What's
No,
going on?
Pastor is making
Basco,
research to come
because
back.
look, when you the whole letter,
Merci pour la comment on.
look, the whole letter, right? Molu speaking from his heart. Now, not even he's saying things that maybe I will say today, I regret tomorrow. No, he's saying things that he already know. When your pushman will say things, and all the things derived from that identical recording that he did. That recording, that liquor that he said a lot of things about Joshua. And we come here so now we say Joshua that men who can forgive people who can be knocking one way. Joshua, I knew from the usual stage that Joshua was never ever coming forgive Molu for that recording. So based on that recording, right? Molu was silent all the time. He been party chairman, according to our sources in the CDC. Molu was not giving funding. Molu was not giving full funding. All the things Molu was doing, he was doing it because of sacrifice. And a lot of people who are closer to Molu, someone was telling him, say, Molu should step down long since. Molu said, no, I'm doing it because of party mandate. I sacrifice a lot for the party. I love the party. So we shouldn't come here and say Molu left the party because he was dissatisfied. He was disenchanted in your president who can never forgive. Based on what happened, that recording today, that was made today. George, we are saying
You really think that liquor talk recording?
That liquor talk recording. So we have said it. He said he would never forgive Molu, and up to today, he would never ever forgive Molu until Molu resign. Molu resignation came from a dissatisfaction with George. We are the way they handle it in the party. CDC, y'all know. Y'all should come here and tell us.
When they brought 50 minutes, they told the men from the airport and get a Eugene Namwe.
They get a Eugene Namwe. Eugene Namwe said for only 2 days, party chairman get rich. They made benefit for 2 decades. He will get even $10,000 US from that money. Then you will come here and say because the men love the party, the men serve with what? Respect. What the men serve with? 2 decades the men serve your party. What he get to show? Nothing. He get nothing to show. So he get a right to resign, and he resign. His resignation, it come with a lot of grief, and all the things he said would challenge you. You come out and talk nonsense to him. We hear the one we hear in our legato. We telling you, we looking at you. You come out, you can debunk a resignation. You come. SDC people say they get beamer. You come out, you say, oh, mother was dead, mother was that. The legato. La one they will not tell you say that legato. La one he will tell you say, my eye clear. La one not king you. No king to Benin each other one. He was talking as he labor on the identical letter. So Vasco, where you're coming from, Olaya Sakumo tree, they already kick you. Oh, I don't know why you're going against it. I mean, your whole party part of mad that part get crazy.
Thank you. Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there.
Oh.
So we want to conclude on this, folks. Some months back, or some weeks back, let me say it that way. Some weeks back, we saw these 2 communications surfacing. And so many people were excited. A lot of people were excited when what I'm about to put up surfaced. So this is the first one. This communication from the Ministry of Commerce. I don't know how many of you see this. The prints are very small. But what you see here is the communication from the Ministry of Commerce. Reducing. Okay, no, I think that's the wrong one. Let me get this one up. So we saw a communication from the Ministry of Commerce reducing the price of rice in the country. The price of rice was reduced by 25 cents, or 25 cents was removed from the price of a 25 kg. So instead of $17, it was reduced to $16.75. On the other hand, we saw a communication from the LPRC. I don't know why these things are not coming the way I downloaded them. We saw a communication from the LPRC reducing the price of petroleum products in the country. So it's been about 2 weeks since this communication came up. since it came out. So the expectation out there from Liberians is that by now, at about this time, we will start to see the prices of these commodities reducing. Minister Amin Modad's first major attention he got from the Liberian people was that very day when he made the pronouncement about reducing the price of rice. A lot of people said the $2 or the 25 cents that was reduced is not much, but so many people hailed him, especially as a businessman just coming to this position in just few days after his confirmation, making that pronouncement. It was a plus. It was a big boost, and a lot of people appreciated him for that. But what is the reality? So many of you watched the video. I don't know if it's even important for me to play it again, but you watched when when we went out there, we took our microphones out, and the reality is the complete contrary of what the minister said. Minister Amin Modad is at the Ministry of Commerce telling the Liberian people that the price of rice has reduced. While in the market, the ordinary Liberian people are experiencing increase in the price of the 25 kg rice. You take for example this man. I just want to bring it just a little portion of this one. You take for example somebody who will go ahead and hustle every single day. Okay, so this one is the Jalo at the Jalo shop.
Yeah, very friendly businessman. We appreciate you for talking. So 3,450.
3,450.
Oh, you selling your own for how much?
3,450.
3,450.
Yeah.
But some people outside there say they buy it for 3,500.
Yeah, it depends the rate. It depends on how the rate is. Yeah, the rate is not stable. Some people selling at 3,500, some people selling at 3,450.
So, but what's the actual rate right now? What's the rate?
Some people selling money 195. Some
moving 25 cents.
So they say, but you're not happy yet. Say, but you're not happy yet. It's still the same. Your price still the same.
So the rice price still the same.
Still the same.
So about 1 month ago, the price of rice has it increased or reduced?
It increased.
About 1 month ago,
yes,
the price of rice increased.
It increased more.
So how much you are buying the price the bag of rice 1 month ago?
It was $3,500, $3,300, but now it's $3,500.
So I mean, we spend a lot of time on this. I really don't want to go into the detail of that, but this is what the Liberian people are faced with, and as a result, you have the price of rice increasing. The ordinary, the average Liberian who goes to the market and buy the rice by cup, they're not realizing the quantity. They're not getting the quantity they once bought for that particular price. Now let's take just few maybe just 30 seconds on this. It's not going to be.
Can you start with me?
Yeah, let's start with
I got 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Next thing, the rest issue actually, right? We all understand rest is a consumption commodity that sometimes the price go up, the price come down, all depends the free port, how the people buy it, right? But the only way the price can be stabilized if they open the market.
But the question so many people asking is, why did the commerce minister tell the Liberian people that they reduce the price, and instead of the price reducing, it's increasing?
Let me tell you now. Good. The letter came out, the people already get our old goods already on ground. You can't tell me, say, I bought my rest, for example, expensive. If I can't, if you get put a letter in, I will drop it. No. You already already bought our goods when that put that identical letter down. So what happened? The goods they bought, all our goods gotta be done. And when they go buy the new goods, then they can negotiate or they can say, you know what, let's do this, let's do it without sell our rest this way. But you know that come and because you can't meet new goods and you say they put our rest down and they agree to it easily, it was not happening. It was not. So based on that, I mean, Modern got to go back and talk to the people. Let it, the one that on the market. And that conclude by saying this. Let it finish, and then when the new goods that in the port, what people will be going, buying rice and things, they can go there. The government can go and negotiate prices so that our people can be able to get affordable rice, so they can be able to, like maybe they can bring out the 3,000. That'll be better, or 2,005.
Thank you. Let's read them more back.
I will join you later.
Yeah. Sandy, you want to weigh in your thoughts on this issue?
This issue of rice and the price, Nelson, for me is very personal. I shared with you on this show before that I was in the rice business and my money got into it, got lost. We filled 2 big trucks. I think at that time the rate was like 160 something or even less than that. After we filled the 2 truck, Nelson, we sent it to Grand Jide. Guess what happened? The rates went up. 180, 190, and that's the same thing happening. That's what the people are telling you today. Once the rate go up, you have to increase the price, right? That's where our people are suffering. For me, in my case, I'm selling rice in the villages. You don't expect me to carry the price up? I lost. But people in the city, they have to do it. So they buy the rice at a certain rate. They were selling it at that price. The rate go up. They have to increase the price so that they can maintain that little interest. Rice don't have any profit. Rice don't have profit. The reason people go into rice business is because it sells fast. Our people eat it every day. So that little $10 on a cup, once the rates go up, you still want to maintain that $10 on a cup also.
Thank you.
Nelson, our problem, and I'm going to say this, we need to use our own currency. What the heck, excuse my French, mess with crime. We will go to Freeport. I will take US dollar, go to Freeport, buy rice in US dollar. Then I have to sell in Liberian dollar. Then the same big business people at Freeport can determine when the rate go up or goes down, affecting me and ordinary Liberians. How many of our neighbors are using US dollars? Ghana, they use their own money. Other countries are using their own money. We need to stick with the Liberian dollar. If you want to do business in Liberia, you don't want to use the Liberian dollar, don't come to our country. Our government must enforce that we utilize the Liberian dollars so that our price can be stable. So that when I go to Freeport to buy back or rice and sell them to my people, I know how much I'm buying in Liberian dollars. And I know that when I sell them to my people in Liberian dollars, I know what I'm going to get.
Thank you.
People are killing Liberians. They are deciding how much Liberians should pay. This is not about commerce ministry. This is not about the people that you interview today. This thing is happening to our people because the big business people in your country are determining when your US price or rate go up or when it comes down.
Thank you, sir.
With our currency. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Vasco, let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, Nelson, this is the result you get when you lie and lie your way to power. This is the result you get. These people kept lying to our people during the campaign that Georgia was suffering, Georgia was doing this. Even Georgia reduced that rice price to $13, 50 cents, $14 for almost 4 years. They were hiding the rest, taking them to Guinea, doing all kinds of things to make them look ugly. Now, these are the people that lied to you. They told you that the rice price has dropped. They told you that the gasoline price has dropped. But the reality is quite different. This government, from the early stage, they have like so many incompetent people. So many incompetent, and the president needs to wake up. This is not about friendship. When the mistake starts to come out from the early stage, you have to correct it. Because what I'm observing, the rice price is going to increase more than what it is right now. And the rate will keep going up. The people have no means of stabilizing those things that the Liberian people need. They're leaving it, going to motorcyclists to take different streets to increase the suffering. So don't give any advice. Y'all focus on the things the Liberian people need and leave the motorcyclists for now.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Vasco. Magnus, let's hear you, and then we take.
Yeah,
Nelson.
Nelson. I want to come at this from another angle. I mean, we have to be careful. In Liberia, we operate what we call a capitalist economic system. In the capitalist system, the market is controlled by the supplier, and I mean, it's controlled mainly by the business people with little oversight from the government. So I think what is happening over there, I think Sandy touched on most of it. The government need to be robust with what we call their oversight on the market, all right? Because like Sandy explained, you go buy the rice, the government say the price is this, you buy it, and then US rate go up. And what determines the US rate? Your export. You're not exporting much, you're importing more, you're exporting less. So the rate is going to keep going up. So Nelson, there's two things we can do as a country. One is what Sandy just stated. Use a single currency. Let not, or if you even using the US dollar as a legal tender, the government should be the one to control. And secondly,
yeah,
unless
that's the conclusion.
Unless we can start producing our own staple food in Liberia, the issue of rest will always be a problem. They see Red Benin with total for power. They Red Benin, I mean, we have lost the election. We got to be careful, and we have to use another dimension.
Thank you.
To strategize and optimize. I mean, Liberia is very rich. Let's go into the agriculture sector. Let's grow our own food.
Let's show you there. Thank you. Thank you, Mike.
Now, why are we the people from Nima now? We're not eating your rice anymore. We're swallowing our GB.
Come on.
Let's use ref for dessert.
We're wrapping up now. Francis?
Yeah, but you know, for me, I'm going to look at it from if you depend on somebody for your living, you will continue to suffer. It's just in plain English.
Vasco, you are laughing, but we're not seeing you. What's going on?
You depend on somebody for your daily bread, you continue to suffer. So Liberia, President Braga said, arrest agriculture. He needs to start laying the foundation now. There are a lot of experts in the country, that Liberian experts, that have been talking about how they can reduce the price of rice greatly in 2 years. 2 years will go by like this. So we keep sitting here and talking about US rate versus Liberian dollar. Yes, that's a factor. But if we just use Liberian dollar in our country, that will still not reduce the price of rice. Because if we are still depending on foreign suppliers, they control our market. They will control the price one way or the other. But if we are competing with domestic rice and the foreign rice price will drop. Our country rice always been one of the best on the market before the war. So it will drop. But then another thing today, when you interview those people in the market, and the gentleman talk about he sell the rice just to make $150 Liberian dollars in profit. That my jaw dropped. Because when you convert that to US dollar, according to the conversion calculator I have, that's about 79 to 80 cents on a bag of rice. Who can survive on that? How can your market grow? First of all, if your business is not growing, it's dying. So how can your business grow if you are fighting to make 79 cents on a bag of rice? How can your business grow? That's not possible. Our people are just doing hand to mouth. That's why one mistake in your business strategy, you go out of business.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Let's go then bring in Rudolph. Rudolph, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, Nelson, I will just be real quick. Because I think Sandy has already touched on it, and that of what's his name? Morba. You know, the issue of rice has been very key for a long time in our country, and sometimes it really baffles me as to why we are still at this level, because we have a very good soil, Nelson. If only we can focus on growing our own food, we will not be having these conversations. And I think all it takes is just the willpower, which I do believe, and I am optimistic that JMB has, and he will implement. But Nelson Yari said, though, with regards to the current issue right now, and Morba said it right. Most of these people who are still selling rice at a higher price, and they order from the commerce ministry is not being seen in the marketplaces. It's simple. Like those people bought their stuff ever since at a specific price, and they stack them up. So if the government wants to see an immediate effect, what they could do is to subsidize those sellers. Which I don't think they are at a level right now to do, because I mean we took over empty covers. We don't have the money to do that.
Thank you. Emmy, finally, let's hear you.
Man,
okay, so
Nelson, you were rushing me, my man, but it's okay.
Yeah, we gotta wrap up now because we're out of time. Yeah, so Emmy, just go ahead.
Are we taking calls?
No, we're not taking calls.
Okay. So everybody already said it's kind of like repeating and going over it. But one thing I would say to you, Vasco, is that you meant, when you talk about lying, you meant a sedition lie to their teeth, and their lies got them out. Nobody lie. A person cannot be hungry. It's like, I'm staying here, I'm hungry, I'm suffering. They tell me somebody had to lie to me for me to know I'm in it. How can somebody lie to me? If I'm full, I'm full. Nobody can come tell me I'm hungry. So what are you talking about? Somebody lied, and they lied to that way too power. You study that time somebody taking light to Ivory Coast. Look at what's happening. You was taking extra light to Ivory Coast in just a month. People are in darkness, and then you talking about somebody was lying to somebody. Please stop that, man. People, it's just so ridiculous when you're coming here and you say y'all don't want us to talk about Weir, but you keep bringing him up, and we will keep reminding y'all all the lies that y'all told. That's what made you to lose election. Not somebody lying to anybody. Thank you, Nelson.
Well,
that's in my video, man. My video. That's in my video, please.
Okay.
My calamity upon the land.
I got a prophecy of my own too, Nelson. I got a prophecy too.
I have calamity video with now. No, honestly, Vasco, thank you. I will see about that. Maybe tomorrow we can play that video. But let's take.
If you play that, you'll have to show me the prophecy about Weir.
Vasco owe us a video. During camping time, Vasco brought us news here.
You didn't come that day.
Yeah. So
thank you, man.
As per the demands, well, let's take just 5 calls. Just 5 calls. All right.
At least.
Let me put. Yeah, we can let our audience. We can leave our audience in suspense like that. Let's hear from them. Just 5 calls, and we'll be done. The first one here. Hello, you're live, sir. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, welcome from Virginia.
Okay.
Thanks for taking your call.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, nothing. I just want to strike few points quick. Molu is the institutionalist. So he was signed the way he signed it. But it just seems that Molu is being pushed aside to make way for Eugene Lankford.
Wow.
Now, coming to the airport issue, we have to be real with ourselves. President, we have to understand he's dealing with a responsible government. And if he acts responsible, he will be treated with respect. You cannot have Kalasco putting picture on saying we want our way back and stuff like that. You have to work with protocols. And when we talk about the VIP, Kalasco is not entitled to going through VIP. Finabono is not entitled to going through VIP. Eugene Lankford is not entitled to go through VIP.
Thank you,
so
sir.
So if you want to go through VIP, come use your work and your controversial song. Yes, the people will let you go through again and respect you. But
Thank
you
you,
gotta
sir.
act responsible and communicate with the right protocol. You just show up and expect to open doors for you.
Let's leave you there, sir. Thank you. Let's take another person here.
Thank you.
Yeah. So 05551010075. So that was the first call. We take the second. We're taking just 5 calls to be out. Hello, you're live. Quickly, let's hear you.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, that fabricated video that those citizens want to play in order to let's say make story against Joseph Parker government is not true. You know, the people they are disenchanted because what happened and they will not come back. Citizens are being buried naturally.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. So that was the second. We take the third call. Hello.
Hello?
Can you walk away from your radio, sir? Go ahead. You're live.
Yeah, this is Donovan Down calling for Cloudstown.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Thank you very much. You see, my brother, former president, you see the intention that he came with, and this guy, they want to incite, they just want to, they respect the president and then incite people against the president. I think he came when he got the first remark he made. You heard it, and we heard what those people have been saying, that they want to protest to impeach the president, to remove the president, all those things. So
okay.
You see the VIP lodge over there. They have the VIP lodge over there. The presidential lodge over there that was built, it has not been used. So you came the old VIP lodge that they're using, pass through it, but he want to prove that he's still president. And up to this time, some citizens still believe that Georgia is still president. They say that Obama is still the president. So once you don't want to respect the president, they shouldn't respect him more than the president.
Thank
he's
you.
President. He's former president.
Thank you, sir. Let's hold you there. Let's hold you there and take another call. Hello, you're live. Let's hear you. The fourth call.
Good morning, Bessie.
Yeah, morning. Let's hear you, sir.
My name is Doyle Asson. I'm calling from Italy.
Yeah.
My concern has to do with you and your team that went out yesterday, Lester.
That was at Old Road. That was at Old Road, not Red Light.
You said?
It was at Old Road, the Old Road Market, not Red Light.
Yeah, I just want to make my concern, right?
Yeah.
If you go out, there's some the cameraman that is holding the camera, please advise him. And sometimes you should focus on you and also to the comment section, because whenever there is problem or with the microphone, he does not read the comment. He does not really focus to the comment section. I mean, people was like no sound over 15 minutes. It was like very disturbing us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I really appreciate that feedback. Thanks a lot. We appreciate you, sir. So we take the last call. Who's the last person? Let's take this person. Hello, you're live.
Hello, I'm calling from BOE.
Yes, sir. Let's hear you.
What other man said this last
Yolanda Cleo.
about the currency. This will adjust countries.
Sir, your line is not clear.
Yeah, while the other men will say about the currency in the country, I guess you need to use their own currency and forget about this foreign currency. This foreign currency really bring this problem into like.
Okay.
Understand?
Thank you, sir.
If you use your own currency, you'll be able to other like ordinary citizens.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I think that's a great point. And folks, with that, we want to wrap up. I want to say thanks to everyone for being here tonight. Thank you, Mr. Jilau Sendi. Now I can't miss the name. I'm on top of it. Mr. Jilau Sendi. Thanks for being here.
I was a smart student.
Mr. Magnus Pazing. Thanks for being here tonight. Mr. Francis Javate, Word of Mouth. I think that's your YouTube handle, right?
My YouTube, my Facebook page.
For those of you who don't know, Francis runs an educational challenge program. Visit his page, Francis Javate, and support our brother. A very good initiative for the educational sector. So Francis, thanks for being here tonight. Our brother Rudolph, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for showing up here tonight. Vasco Smo, the controversial Vasco Smo. Thanks for being here tonight. We appreciate you, sir. And yes, that's how I would like to end the show, man. I think it was a great show. Masha territory. Sorry.
I'm used to it. No problem.
Oh, you see, there you go.
I was going to fight for you, Amy.
I saw you, Cindy. I saw your eyes got big. I know
I
you were
want
about
to
to
say
punch
thanks
me.
to our dearest sister, the lone female on set tonight, our co-moderator, Amy, of Masha Territory. Amy, thanks for being here tonight. We
The
appreciate
mayor
it.
from Masha territory.
Yeah. Who? Mayor?
Mayor.
Yeah.
I'm the mayor.
Let me
No.
say hi to my little
Oh,
brother.
okay.
He's
Oh
listening
yeah,
to the
Masha
radio
territory
right
representative.
Okay, your little brother is
Trocon
listening to the
Massey.
radio.
He listening to the show like bro. Trocon Massey.
Okay, he's listening
Just
via
text
radio.
me. Yeah,
Trocon, thanks for following, man. Keep following your brother. Your brother Vasco is always here. He's coming up with critical
Very
views.
controversial.
But guys, we want to end up, Ben. Thanks a lot. We look forward to having a great show tomorrow. We're gonna have a guest. It's gonna be super heavy. We're looking forward to starting early, so we finish up sooner. But again, thank you to everyone.
Listen, can you put
my
recording on the floor tomorrow so we can discuss it?
Yeah, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch BM Pastor.
Nelson,
Let
real
us
quick
discuss it for
suggestion,
15
Nelson.
minutes. I recording.
Don't worry, Francis.
Nelson.
I got you.
Nelson,
You guys go
Do you
for
think-
it. Okay, my bring it too.
Nelson, do you think it's possible to maybe create a flyer for our guests and post it just so we can have enough people joining to?
Oh yeah, sure. That's coming up. In fact, our next guest will do the flyer. We're trying to
Post it
do
early.
the flyer for the show and all of that. We'll do the flyer for the guests coming up. And as we always said, the show is open to sponsorship as well. Those having businesses out there, you can reach out to the late night show. We can help advertise your.
How much do you charge, Nelson?
Oh, so you want us to start business right now on the show?
Yeah.
I mean,
No, but you know what, Nelson?
You got contact management.
Yeah.
You got
Okay,
contact management.
Nelson, I am gonna call you. We'll talk.
Yeah, come in, let's talk, my man.
But you know, but Nelson, you know, I got a discount, right?
Yeah, you got
Let me talking about this already.
Let me just put this one in quick. A friend, so Madam Marie Yomi, her birthday is today. She's there in Houston, Texas. She's celebrating her birthday. Happy birthday to Madam Marie Yomi. It's my daughter, Princess Sonkali, of the same address. They are wishing her a happy birthday as she celebrates a birthday today.
So Nelson, before I leave, can I just say something real quick?
Yeah.
10 seconds. So I want to say a happy birthday to my nephew from Rhode Island, Everett Mitchell from Rhode Island. I mean, he turns 18 today. I want to say happy birthday to him.
I mean, oh man, now you gotta. Anyway, thanks a lot, man. We appreciate all of you guys, and we look forward to a great show. Okay.
Thank you, guys.
I mean, I'm a proud uncle to many.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Yes, sir.